be on here very long. Next week, I'm back to work Tuesday, so I'm gonna have to do some adjusting of my schedule for practice time. But always try to have something lined up to practice on, even if it's just 3 minutes. I don't know where my other phone went, falling back here somewhere. I used to just put myself on a timeline around and just practice for just a very few moments. And where's his phone go? I don't know what in the world. Good Lord. Just for just a few moments. I don't take all day long. Once I know what I want to do, as I always say, line up your ducks and learn whatever it is that you want to learn. I put stuff, what I call here, over in my box. I told you don't make me unleash. Don't make me unleash the craziness, because when I get going, it's gonna be a wrap. Alright. No, this is not a Leslie switch. Y'all see that video where this dude hooked up his Leslie because his Leslie switch stopped working, and he used the power strip to. That was hilarious, y'all. Check that video out. I think it's somewhere still on my Facebook page, but that was funny. This is my new toy. I haven't figured it out yet. Then my MPC 2000 XL is over here to the right in my bag, my travel bag, but I haven't been really using it lately. Okay, cord, where's the phone? Alright, where is the phone? For those who've been following me for a while, you know, I've written my own music books. Okay, I got a cord without a phone. That used to be my timer. I'll go to my very first iPhone actually that I bought many years back. My very only first iPhone. Here is. I thought I knew I had it, y'all. Good thing I looked over here. This was my original music book that I was creating, crafting up, that I wanted to put in a real book that's gonna be published. So can't nobody say I'm stealing their chords, I've stole their chords, ever, because that's a lie. I did all this myself. Where's my glasses at? I can't even see. So yes, I've been doing this since 2004. I started learning how to play when I was 16, but off and on, 17 off and on, 18 off and on, because I didn't have an instrument back then, and I couldn't afford one. Keyboard, piano, none of that stuff, organ, nothing. It's just only when I had the opportunity to go to a church and they let me practice when church is over with. But this is my original work, and it's so funny when I'm looking at the stick of paper. When I first started out, the book, this was empty. This binder was empty, literally empty. And so I started doing this in 2020 it was COVID. 2020 we had COVID, so y'all kind of like, you know, you bored to the death. And I had already was thinking about trying to do a book in 2017, 18, 19 in there, but I just didn't know how to actually put it into perspective. Like this, I had the what's it called, the vision, but I just didn't know who I could connect with to get the book going. All right, and then until this guy contacted me and said, "Hey man, I got these books. They're in his name, and he wanted me to put my name on his books, music books." So um, that's kind of how that got going. So once he and I didn't see eye and eye over a period of time, and all I wanted was the manuscript of the book that he had originally done, so I can go in and do some what we call editing, and move some stuff out, change some stuff, move some stuff out, change some stuff, so it could be what we call legit. Because I didn't want to. I had a little bit of sense to know that, oh, don't just put your name on somebody else's product for them to turn around and say, "Hey, you stole my idea, and now I'm going to sue you." I had a little bit of sense to know that. But I went along with the flow, to see where we was going with it. And then when I started asking for it, people were saying, "Hey, well, ask for the manuscript. If you see something in the book that just don't look right, y'all know what I mean. If it don't look right, question it." So I started requesting for the manuscript, so I can go in and edit stuff. And the guy kept saying, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. Oh, hold on, man." First he said he couldn't find it. That was the first thing he said. I don't think I have that. That was years ago when I wrote these books, these music books, and so forth and so on. So I just let it ride. It didn't attempt to even engage. I just kind of like, okay, whatever. But I was looking for this. Good thing I was looking for this because I'm going back to work. I need this brand new bag. All right, perfect time, y'all. All right, and had I not come here to do a video, I would not even find what I'm looking for. Now I'm finding what I'm looking for by accident. Oops. So anyway, so he and I didn't see eye to eye on him giving me the manuscript. He was, sending me over like, what is that thing called? The PDFs. But me being unlearned, I don't know nothing about all that stuff. PDFs and, oh, my wife ain't been stealing my money over here. I got a jug full of coins. Oh, I could probably go buy my next organ. I got the B3M organ here, but I was thinking about getting the Nord, the organ, what is it called? The Nord Organ 3. It's about 5 G's. But I had been saving my money up for. Oh wow. And, ooh, that thing is heavy. Good Lord, this thing is really heavy on me. Oh no. I don't like to fall down. Man, this bad boy's heavy. Be careful, I don't want to take my back out. I gotta go back to work next week. Happy to go back to work, y'all, ain't gonna lie. You calling me? Huh? What? So that's my coin thing. This is how I bought my Hammond organ. This is how I bought my keyboards. This is how I bought my MPC. This is how I buy whatever I want to get. Whenever I go to the store, or anywhere, wherever, walking down the street, at work, whatever, pick up some coins, boop, and drop it in here. That's called saving, y'all. It all started out with a penny. And then I start graduating penny, nickels, dimes, quarters, what you call it, the other ones, dollars, silver dollars. And I had actually a bigger jug than this, but I realized I need a crane to move that bad boy. And I had filled it up, and oh my God, OM to the GZs. But this bad boy was heavy. It was full to the rim at one point, but my wife had found my stash, so now I had to hide it somewhere else, because she likes to go back in the car or something. This, or back in the day, laundry, but we got a laundry thing here. And I'm like, what are you going to the laundry for? We got a laundry thing here at the house. All right, hold on, I gotta take the lid off so I can be able to grip this and put this back down there. Hopefully without breaking my back, y'all. That was my second one technically. This one was my very first one. This is one I filled up in the beginning. Then I had a big one, the water juggy one, the big gigantic one. I had it filled up. That bad boy was heavy. I had to get it. That was really hard to move and pick up and cash in. So that other one was halfway. And of course my wife had been digging her hands in my cookie jar. Did I just do that, y'all? Oops. So yeah, this one was full to the rim, and then yeah, y'all know what happened. If you got a wife, y'all already know. Okay, let me put this one back. The lid back on. All right. But when it comes down to saving your money, saving your money and trying to figure out what you want to do to get what you want to get. People say, I ain't got time to save no money. I never had no money. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do this. But it's funny how we can take our money and go do certain other stuff and and buy suits or buy whatever we want to get. But we always keep saying we can't save money. My dad taught me this, when I was really young. It didn't kick in until I got in my mid-20s. Yeah, it didn't kick in until I got into my mid-20s, and then when I got married, of course, I got tired of being broke. So at least, so I got me some discs for my MPC player over there. MPC, they don't have any music on it, but I was trying to get somebody to help me put some music on here, some more drum tracks. But nowadays, we have C-Dub and another cat that does loops. So I've been using C-Dub's loops. And yeah, I won't say, I'll say it out loud, but I won't say that I regret buying or purchased the MPC, because that was what I only had at the time. Before I heard about these loops and stuff that you can download from C-Dub's loops. I got 2 of his C-Dub loops, $24 to subscribe. So that's $24 a month that you they have some loops. And until I can figure out when I don't need it no more. But I just started learning how to use that on the iPad, and it's been working out pretty well. And then now I don't have to carry my MPC. Yeah. What's this one? Okay. So this is the book from, well, I won't say the book. The actual book is over there on my organ. The original book that this guy had. But these are just copies. So I'm just gonna toss them over here. Because I don't use this guy's stuff. Excuse me. That's one folder. I have another big gigantic folder of stuff that I realized I could not use it or get into the PDF. I mean, not the PDF, but what is it called again? The manuscript. Because the guy didn't want to share with me what the manuscript was. So I can go into the actual book. I'm gonna grab the book so I can show you what I mean. Let me try to get this straightened out over here. Oops. Alright, try to straighten this back up a little bit. And then, and this is another big folder of the entire book. That little one and this one is a folder of the entire book from the PDFs. Okay, I had it in here a certain way. So yeah, so with that being said, y'all see where it's buried at. I don't need this guy's music. I got my own stuff. Right? Play by sight. Wow! When I first started doing this, it was no paper in here at all. This folder was completely empty. And I was just completely looking at it like, oh, okay, alright, let me start somewhere, every now and then y'all might hear me say this terminology, but if you don't start nothing, it ain't gonna be nothing. So I'm looking at it and I'm like already have thoughts, already have ideas, already know what I really want to put in the book. Just didn't know how to get about going to do it. Um, you probably say what? But then after I had showed you that other these two other folders over here with nothing but stacks of chords in it. So I got to thinking like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me just get a ballpark of what I want to actually do. So I went through the actual real book, and then I got an idea. Okay, you know what? Let me come from this angle here, whereas musicians will be able to play um, any chords with left hand and right hand. If you're on an organ, be your pedals, left hand and right hand. Alright, so that was the whole idea of me coming up with play by sight and trying to grab chords that I already existently play already and not what was actually in the book, because I really don't know what the chords are in the book, was the funniest thing. I read through a lot of the pages, and it was a lot of pages. I think it was 5 books, about 5 books, and as I'm reading through it and being a musician, I was a little confused with some of the stuff that's actually in the book. So I thought to myself, if I was a beginner musician, or even intermediate, or even advanced, I had a little bit of a hard time interpreting the chords that are actually in the book. So let me grab the book. Uh-oh. Let me see. Can I get off the board again? I'm gonna bring this back over here. So I'm gonna grab the book, and the rest of the books that I purchased from this guy, um, everybody was saying, why are you having this guy to put your name on his books, and you having to pay for it? I'm like, good point. How long you been playing? And yeah, for a long time. You can build your book yourself. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So that's where I'm at. So let's all transpire 2021, 22 to 22, 2020, everything got shut down. Um, so I had opportunities at my job to take time off. And so I started now generating my own chord progressions that I use and have learned over the years, and started um, transcribing it. And then the hard part for me was trying to figure out what I'm recording about. I'm recording. All right. Bye.
You recording in the middle of the night?
Yes, I'm gonna wait. Bye.
Must have
So-
the store.
4.
What?
Yeah, go ahead. Goodbye. Be safe. Um. So yes. So then I had to generate actual book cover, and so I had to have a vision for that. So I came up with my own vision cover, photocopied my own organ and my keyboard, by the way. But I decided to keep my own organ Photoshop here. Y'all probably can't see it, but that's my hand organ. Um, and then I did the Photoshop of my keyboard. That was the vision that I had, that I was going to use the keyboard and generate the notes, which was going to be the hardest part, and I didn't know how to do it, but I was making an effort. Then the next part about it was generating the contents, and so yeah, that part. So I was trying to generate the contents, and then the introduction to the book. All right, and then I think I have a preface. No, yeah, preface. I can call it preface. Greetings of the book. This is my original. That literally the original. Um, and then myself and my now in the beginning, I said earlier, I photoshopped my keyboard, and I was gonna do the number system, the scales, in try to put the dots and everything like that, or whatever. Yes, originally that's what I was doing. And then so when I was having a conversation with my coworkers and stuff, everybody was like, "Hey, we can help. We got you. We know how to do the thing on the computer thing, and we can help you out." I'm like, "What?" And it was like, "Yeah, man, don't even trip, bro. We got you, bro." I'm like, "For real?" I'm like, "Yeah, man. It's simple and easy." One person has a family member who was an engineering, music, the whole nine, whatever, and all they need to do is just graphic and all that stuff, and just go ask how to do it. So I was gonna do the copy and paste and find some ideas from other avenues, and just do it that way. And so, long story short, backstory to that, it was my coworker said, "Don't do that. We ain't doing that." In the beginning, I began to do that, and then it was like, "Don't do that. Let's start from scratch. We're gonna build this. We're gonna build this thing from our computer thing, whatever." And this is what we came up with. This is the original. Okay. All right. So yeah. So we start generating the original thing, whatnot. And again, I said earlier, this was nothing in this binder. It was empty, front and back, empty. And you can see how thick this is, or how much work that I put into chords. Right, literally. Let me see. After the first couple pages, everything else is just straight up chords. I think 4 pages. I think it's about 4 pages, because that was my vision. I didn't want you guys to be musicianly wise, having to read a whole bunch of junk just to get to where you need to go to or be at. So yes, this took this amount of stuff, of course, has taken me from 2021. I even got a thumbs up right here at the back of the page. That's hilarious to me. Yes, 2021, 2022 to generate these chords. And basically what I did was I went to my keyboard, and thank God Chordy came into play, and excuse me, people kept saying, "Go to Chordy, man, check out Chordy, get Chordy, this is software, blah, 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 blah." So I was like, okay, fine, let me go look at Chordy and see how I can Photoshop, because that was the one thing I was trying to figure out. Do I need to have Chordy to Photoshop or not? Or could I just Photoshop the chords with using the camera and overhang it and look and photograph it on my hand? But the problem is my editor is not a musician. So my editor would not know what an A flat is, a B flat note is, what a C note is, a D note, and all that. So I would have to create a chart for every note that's on the keyboard, period. So thank God I went on ahead and invested in Chordy. Alright, I went on ahead and invested in Chordy, y'all. And so Chordy saved the day. Saved the time, the day. And so every single day, all day, when I had time. Of course, I did this during my work time and everything else. And start generating chapter 2 and play by sight. Alright. Chapter 2. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. So this is my original. Now you probably gonna say, and I'm gonna say the same thing. Jeez, that's pretty thick. Yes, I have my own chords and chord progressions that I do have come up with. That book of chords over here, or that binder of chords over here, 2 binders of chords over here. I ain't had time to even utter myself to look into it and grab chords from the book. I'm not doing that. I'm coming straight original. All right. The other books I have, I think that's 4 books over here in a shuffle. Let me show y'all. Buried. Excuse my mess over there, but shuffle over there. Yep, shuffled off over there with the books that this guy and I was gonna do a deal with the book. Yep, shuffled off over there. Oh, in that bunch is a box down there said what does it say? Ecolam over there. It's shoved over there. A bunch of books that I've personally purchased myself. Um, and so yeah, that was just get money down the what they say down the drain over with it. And so this guy was like saying, "Hey man, you pay me, I'll put your name on the books, on my books, and then you can sell them to people whoever want to learn how to play." But I had some issues with it after we was doing this little deal, and I kept saying that okay, if you put my name on your book, but then when it comes down to copywritten or copywriting a book, it's gonna be an issue because by law that's copyright fraudulent. That's what I said, and we had all this conversation for months, for days, weeks, months, and whatnot. And so um, periodically talking about this. So I had to get, rented somebody at my job that deals with legal stuff, and I inquired then. I hope this thing don't mess up my shirt. Um, Inquired about this book that I said I was gonna grab right quick. Um, from this guy that was trying to work with me. And so, first thing the guy said to me was, "Hey, if the other guy's name is on the book, which it was, why would he want to take his name off this book and put your name on it, and then tell you to sell the books, but then you paying him a certain amount of money for the book? That makes no sense to me." Which I was doing, and which is over there in those boxes over there. He said that makes no sense. He said there's no point and then the guy actually really did. He actually put my name on the books. Literally, he actually put my name and my picture on the book and everything. And he said, hold on. He said something fishy about this. And then he said, what happened? I said, well, I asked him for the manuscript, and he said, oh, I'll give you the manuscript, and you can do whatever you want to do. You can edit, you can do blah 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 blah, just a whole bunch of stuff. So I was like, okay, cool, all right, just get at it. And he never sent it to me. I will never forget it. It was 2022 because I got sick in 23. On or around about November-ish, December in that ballpark is when it was the last time I talked to this guy in 2022. And his thing was, well, it ain't gonna make a difference. Go ahead and sell these books. Matter of fact, sell 500 of these books, and then I'll turn over the manuscript to you. And I'm thinking like, what? Dude, do you think I'm stupid? Like, $35 per each book. This is how much this book cost me. $35 for this book, his book, but with my name on it. Yeah, that was a little shaky, right? Meanwhile, while this was happening and going down the way it is, was I started. Everybody was saying, "Bro, start your own book. Do your thing. Do what you do. If you're a musician and you play and you know stuff, go and create your own book." So in between that time span in 21 is when I really kind of got things kicked off. Right before that last conversation I had with this guy, I ain't gonna say his name, put him on blast, but so if but what triggered everything was I can't remember what month it was. I just know it was in 2022 is when I published, not published, I guess you could say I made an announcement that I was coming with the book. And some of y'all probably gonna see that video from way back in 2022 if my memory served me to be correct. And so somebody inboxed me and said, "Hey man, I've seen that book, and I've been trying to get a hold of the guy who created this book because I have some questions and some issues with the book. I've been trying to figure out some stuff." So I brought it back to the guy, like I said, and said, "Hey man, have you noticed anything, or anybody try to contact you to say, hey, they're confused about the book, they're a little uneasy with the book, and he's like, I don't care, blah 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 blah. If they can't read and they can't see and they can't blah blah blah, and I'm like, bro, let me tell you something. You want my name to be on this book? I want to make the corrections immediately, in order for me to sell the book. But then I got to thinking, when I saw the inbox, this guy said, hey man, this dude never contacted me. You never called me back. You never responded back to me. I still don't understand how this book works or whatnot. Of course, y'all, I had already went through the book myself. And being that I'm a musician, been playing for quite some time, there was a lot of stuff in the book that didn't make any sense to me. As an organ player, as a keyboard player, and I'm thinking like, oh, let me make some corrections here. And it was a whole bunch of reading. But don't get me wrong, y'all. The book was beautiful. All right. Yes, the book was thick. It was beautiful. I can give it to him. I'm not bashing anybody or nothing like that. But there was a lot of chords that's in this book that didn't make any sense. Where the notes are located at was an issue, and my issue was, as I stated to y'all about me purchasing some more books, my concern was, what can I get out of it? And the majority of the stuff that was in the book was basically right hand. And my concern was, if I'm an organ player, keyboard player, what can I do in my left hand? And that was what I was trying to discuss with this guy about his book and putting my doggone name on it. That's my reputation. Ain't nobody gonna be jacking my reputation. I'm talking about, hey man, you done sold us a jacked up book, a messed up book. I don't understand what's going on in this book. This book is confusing, or the chords is in the book, or the notes is not adding up. I got 4 fingers, 5 fingers, 5 fingers over here, and them chords ain't, them notes is just not adding up to where it actually should be, unless you got 2 other hands or something like, or 3 other hands, and then you can pull this off. That's what my issue was. And as I was reading through all of the pages, I also took that same book. It's raggedy now. It's all built up, because I went through it. I literally even have my notes still in here in this book. I was writing notes, like trying to figure out, wait, this is not making, some of the stuff in this book didn't make any doggone sense. It just wasn't adding up to what I was looking at. So I was trying to bring that to his attention in a respectful, nice way. I'm a nice guy. That's how I roll. And then he said to me, well, if they can understand what's going on, then they don't need to have the book. They don't need to be playing. And I'm like, bro, it's not even about that. We're talking about customer service. We're talking about something that somebody might identify that just didn't make sense. I mean, literally didn't make any sense throughout. And this is 400 something. Is it 400? 300. Just a little over, almost, 369, 67, 68, 340. 340 pages of quotes in that book. That majority of them are not added up to what you need to do with your left hand, and also the pedals. And all I wanted to do was, if he gave me the manuscript, all I would have did was went and corrected that and made that book top. Probably the #1 top book on the planet, music book, from a music book perspective, or whatever, from an organist or a keyboardist. I would have went into this whole book, took the time. I had time to do it because of my job that I have. Working at certain hours, I can do what I need to do for whatever, and do what I need to do, come home and do the same thing. I would have upgraded that book to, I call it immaculately, to make it make sense. And that was what my goal was, but this guy did not want me to have hold of the manuscript. And then I got to think about it as I was talking to the guy who, at my job, they deal with law and stuff like that. He said, hey man, he said, if this guy is not willing to give you the manuscript, then he's up to no good. Meaning that basically he's trying to scam you, basically. And I said, well, he basically sort of did. He's like, I bought 5 books from this guy, at what $35 a pop, and I think the other one was a smaller size book, like my size book of Play by Sight, and it was like $25. I think I maybe bought 2 of those. So $35, y'all, it wasn't a whole lot of money that came out of my pocket, but it was just a point of the fact that I was not going to try to put that book on the market with my name on it and not have no access to correcting a lot of the shenanigans in there. I even allow other people who are not musicians to just look at it and tell me what they think before I decide I want to pull the trigger with this situation. But this guy was being not nice enough to let me do what I need to do. So everybody was like, pull away. I think the last conversation me and this guy had, when I was trying to tell him that, he was like, man, since you ain't trying to sell these books, then man, I'm just gonna cut you off. And then that was God saying, hey, I got your back, Doc. So the Lord pulled me out of that situation because this guy was not right. He was not right at all when it came down to it. I'm not here trying to bash nobody. But y'all probably say, who is it? What's his name? I think, and maybe y'all probably recognize the book. Y'all probably recognize this book, but it had his name on the book. Y'all probably recognize the book. But like I said, I'm not here to bash nobody. I always just trying to say this is how all this, the back history of how I got going with writing my own stuff. So that all happened, like I said, in 2022. 21, but 22 is when I started really putting a lot of energy into it, and start generating my own chords and chord progression. And as you guys see, this was real thin. There was no paper in here. There was nothing, no works. As they say, y'all know, no works, right? There was no works. I had no works, but all this is all me all day. All right, me all day. Left hand, right hand chords all day. And I know y'all probably saying, y'all say, wait a minute, but why this book is thinner? Well, let's see. The reason why it's thinner is because one, it costs a lot of money to generate each book. All right, so it's not cheap. All right, so depending on the pages you're using, depending on, of course, the company you're using, or if I have my own little setup here on how I can get the right kind of paper, the printer, and all that stuff, I'll do it myself, and it'll be, I'll call it 10 times cheaper than what I paid. But what I paid was considerably, in my perspective, was not over the top, and it definitely wasn't all the way underneath. It was within my budget personally. So I would say, for me, I didn't feel like I wasted my money getting this book done with the company that I went with. So that's me. Alright, compared to, yeah, compared to now, if I wanted this book to be glossy all the way through from cover, front cover to back cover, inside and out, that would have been a lot more money. Okay, honestly, I was prepared to do that, but the editors from the company that I use said, hey, just try our, because I told them I knew what kind of paper they could use. I know a little bit about that. I said, well, give me the the second next best quality paper, premium for my book. So in other words, I didn't want them to give me no cheap, dirty, cheap paper for my book. So they said, okay, cool. I said, probably on my next book. And as I said before, it's not that I couldn't afford it, but it was just the fact that, you know, I didn't want to pay a certain amount of money just to have all these pages glossed out. Literally glossed out. I mean, glossed out. You can pour water on the pages. And, yeah, so that's what's up, y'all. So far right now, looking at this book. Now, this is not all of them. Now, this is not all of the chords that I've generated, y'all. This is only from 2020, 22 up to, let me see, up to 20. I want to say 23. Up to 23 when I got sick. Obviously, duh. And I had these dates on here, so they'll probably tell me the last date I printed this out. 2024. I'm a year later, but y'all get the point. Back then, it was when I last printed these stuff out, but it was before, of course, obviously before I had gotten really sick in 2023, because I got sick in 23. All right. So yeah. So basically, what it was, oh yeah, here it is, 23. So 2023 April. I've been busy all for a while putting this stuff together. So some of this is kind of jumping around 24, and when I was able to print this stuff out, 2023 here. Right, so that was back in January. Woo! January 6th, 2023, y'all. I was rocking it. That whole year, I was rocking. I was well. I wasn't sick and messed up, toe up to the floor. That's when I really was putting these cords out all the way through 2023 of November. Is when I got sick. Now you probably say, "Well, you got the 2024 copy." That was only because I went back to work. It must have been. Let me see. Let me look at the copy. I must have went back to work. This one says June. I went back to work before June, actually. My wife broke her foot because this one says June 3rd. It was the last time I made copies. That was the last time I was at work, basically, almost. Then my wife broke her foot June 8th. So this was the last time I ran copies for this in 2024, which is chapter number 1, y'all. Play by sight, your number system and your scales in all 12 keys. Right? Then I went over to the next page. This is 2023. This is the same thing, but you just have the chart with your chord. I call it the diagram with your chord with the number system in all 12 keys. This is when I printed this one out on January 6, 2023. So I wasn't sick then. I didn't get ill and sick, so y'all can tell I've been to work. I've been to work, y'all. Yep, 2024, April 30. I'm just kind of skipping through June 8th. This is the last time I did this random copy here, for sure, because I wasn't at work no more after that. My wife broke her foot, and I jammed down some copies here. Now, the other one says June, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, June 17th. No, June 17th, 24. I had found another route to make copies. I found another route to make copies because I couldn't go back to work because I was on leave, on personal leave, when my wife broke her foot here. But anyway, but you can see, this is thick. Right? I got all these dope heavy cords in here. In fact, actually, y'all, while I'm going through this is funny to me right now. Literally funny to me. These are the cords that I couldn't put in this book yet. Then I realized I couldn't put in these books. Then actually I did my inversions and stuff like that. I did all that in all 12 keys. Everything done in all 12 keys. Alright. This one here is your A flat 13 with flat 9. All those chords I was trying to play on to put them in this upcoming book, but I realized after so many pages, and that starts to get constantly a little mutual extendedendrils. So the deal was for me to have 77 pages, no more than 80 pages. I was already over 79 or 80 pages to begin with when I was writing in this on the digital version of my book. I was already 80 pages basically, but they allow me to go 97 pages. That ain't on me. I didn't do that. Right? They did that, and they didn't charge me extra for it. Thank God for that. They didn't charge me extra for it. So yes, so my page ends on 97. 97 pages. Everything is color coded, right? Color coded, all right, and all 12 keys. I did find 2 errors that was in there that was not my fault. It's on them. But I won't be able to go back and have them refix that because there's a whole lot of stuff you gotta end up doing. But there is 2 errors on there. One of the errors y'all might not even notice if you guys purchase the book. You might not even realize it. so don't trip. But one of them I did find, which was chapter number 1. I do not know how they missed it, but that was on um, the company that did the book. They slipped up by accident, but it's gonna happen. I did find one error that I did highlight on chapter number 1. They accidentally put A flat here when it's supposed to be a D major chord. So don't trip, y'all. It's D major chord. So that was the one error I saw here. The other error was something with the flat 5. They forgot to put the 5 behind it. However, it doesn't matter anyway because on here I actually have the chords. When you go to the page, you're gonna say, well, it's a flat 5 anyway. I think it was the major 7 with the flat 5 or the minor 7 with the flat 5. One of these chapters. Let me see which chapter was it on. Oh yeah, it's chapter 15 where he was supposed to put the minor 7 with the flat 5. Minor 7 flat 5, and they didn't do it, but it's over here on the chords. Good thing that's there. So you're gonna have your minor 7 flat 5 9 11. They just forgot to put the 5 there, and I was like, oh wow. All right, it happens, y'all. It is error going to happen one way or another. But at least me as the author, I can always go and have that edited. But now the book is out, so I can't edit it moving forward because now the book is already done out there. So those are the only 2 areas that I recognize throughout the entire book. And of course, having 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets of eyes. But once your material goes to the people, they send it back to you, right? So I said, okay, I looked at the whole thing when they sent it back to me, everything looked great. I said, okay, cool, everything's in place. For whatever reason, I don't know how that error got there, but it got there. So just so you guys know that chord is a D major chord there, all right? And then that 5 that was supposed to be over in chapter 16 or whatever chapter I said it was supposed to be a minor 7 with a flat 5, 9, 11. All right, now this is all the rest of the other chords that didn't get. Well, I couldn't put in the book because, like I said, and these are chord progressions. All right, chord progressions. So what I'm doing is pulling chords that I play as chord progressions, or I heard somebody doing chord progressions, and dropping it into a list of books. And so that way you can grab your own book, grab these chords, line them up onto whatever it is that you want to do. I'm planning on, and y'all better pray hard for me on this one, but I'm planning on doing a chord progression book. However, I almost, and I'm going to say this, I almost want to say it doesn't make any sense to do that because I'm already have generated 2 of this book and my second book already. I'm already halfway done. My wife is actually super surprised. She's like, what? I'm like, I told y'all I'm not playing around. But I've already generated my second book and with a list of chords that you hear other musicians doing. So for me to go back and switch that up and start doing chord progressions, the chords are in the book. Now, y'all better pray hard. Doing chord progressions may take more space in the book. So I got to look into it. I have an idea. It will work. It's just a matter of how I'm going to space them out in the book. That's basically where I'm at. So I started it already. Started 2 books already, literally. I was trying to get ahead of the ball game before I go back to work. Actually, I was planning on wanting to retire, actually. But yeah, it's some stuff that I got to do before trying to retire. All right, and on top of that, you got to have some finances in case what they call it, my pension doesn't kick in right away. And being that I'm not 67 or whatever it is, the age they say you gotta be to draw Social Security and all that kind of stuff, I'm nowhere near that age yet. I'm on 50. I'm about to be 59 in November. coming up in this year. So it was just a whole lot of stuff to think about while I was sick and trying to get well. So I decided, you know what, I just better just go ahead and go back to work. Um, Let me see here. So I'll put this up here. This is also where I got all my craziness, chords and chord progressions and everything. I got stuff all over the place. This is crazy. All everywhere. Just everywhere, y'all. So basically all I'm now trying to do is feel better, stay well, and get you guys these chords out. Alright, so that none of you guys gotta keep on chasing other musicians down and begging them to show you how to play this and show you how to play that and show you how to play this and show you how to play this and that and the other in different keys. See, I'll be writing chords out. That's what I do. I transcribe chords, and then sit at the orbit or the keyboard and play. You very beginner musician, I'm gonna say this. I'm not no jealous person when it comes down to promoting or helping somebody else out. But I would suggest that if you get this, learn them with both hands, alright? And then I suggest that you get my play by sight, which is gonna beef up your playing, where you're gonna start playing different chords in the left hand and a different chord in the right hand. However, had I not have thought of this, and had this guy here, Eric, had a thought of this idea, putting some chords with this, what he have in here, and put some chords which you can do in your left hand, I know how to be creative to do it because I've been playing for a little while. I have gotten the idea, as I said earlier. I prayed and said, hey, I'm tired of begging people to show me how to play stuff. So let me find a way to get there. Of course, I bought some more books and some more books and some more books. All right, you know. By far, this is the favorite one of all the ones that I purchased. All right. All these books is okay per se. All right. I'm not grinding on nobody's book. I'm just telling y'all. All right. And then somebody wrote me this book. This is funny. This is a funny book. This is not for sale, y'all. Yeah. But actually, the book is pretty. Somebody wrote this book for me. There's a company. I forget what it's called. You can't sell it, but what's the name of this one? Book by anyone. It's, you know, you go online and then you tell them some stuff about you, about whatever it is, and then they will generate a book for you. It's funny. It's funny, y'all. So yeah, I bought these books, and like I said, I thought these were gonna help me go where I need to go. This book, like I was saying earlier, beautiful. I'm not bashing nobody's book. It's glossy all the way through. I ain't gonna lie, it's beautiful. I wanted my book to be this way, actually. Glossy throughout the whole page. And remember I said, you know, I took a photocopy of my keyboard. This guy did the same thing. He took a picture of his keyboard. He even had it where, you know, he put the color codes on there and all that kind of stuff. This book is great. It's just, well, it's nice to have, but it's a lot of redundancy. Like, it's repeating some of the same things every other page. So I don't know why this gentleman wrote this book like that. But it's a pretty book to have. Don't get me wrong. Pretty, beautiful. I love it. I love the beauty in it. It's pretty. It's gorgeous. It feels gorgeous, right? Because it's a funny thing. But it's the same thing as this one, except this one's gonna give you more, in my opinion. It may not be glossy. Eric's book is black and white, but I promise y'all, when I say y'all hear it from me, I promise you, you will learn a lot from this book, and using left hand and right hand, because he does all the inversions as I was doing in my book from chapter 2 through chapter 7. All right, he may have put some stuff in here. A few more stuff that I didn't do because I'm trying to fast track you guys to get into the nitty gritty stuff with left hand and right hand. So that's why I said if you get this one, this is the piano chord book encyclopedia. I got this off Facebook, and this is by Eric. So everybody know Eric. Tell him I'm helping him out. What's that word? I'm putting a word in for him. I'm spreading the word. Yeah, get his book. I recommend getting his book. If you're a super very beginner musician, and maybe not a super very beginner musician, you've been playing for just a little bit, but you just need some more understanding. I would have said get this book. This is going to tell you the same thing. The only difference is the chords and stuff is a little bit smaller. You might have to use some glasses to really see, but he's doing the same thing as this guy did here in his book. But there was redundancy of the same thing that I saw on several pages, and I'm like, why are you repeating the same thing over again and again, literally over and over again and again? So I don't know why he did his book like that, but it is what it is. I went ahead and bought it because I said it's pretty. Casper. Yeah, if some of y'all know me, brother Pastor Casper Cordy, you grab his book. I'm not trying to bash anybody's book, but like I said, my book is straightforward. You're not gonna get a whole lot of stuff before you get to trying to get to these chords. His chords are sort of toward the rear of the book. I'm like halfway into the book, so I gotta go with some more, and then finally you get to his chords in his book, and then this book is really designed if you kind of already know how to play a little bit, just a little bit already. You already know your scales, you already know your number system. This book is generally in between when I say you're at that, not at the beginner level, but you kind of coming out of it and you headed into, I guess, intermediate level. So this would be a good book for you. There is a few discrepancies that I did find in the book that didn't line up, but I plan on calling them and say, hey, did you check your book, because a couple of pages that I was going through wasn't added up to what it's saying here. And anyway, so you ain't gonna get no chord diagrams on this at all, but you will get the notes. I was originally going to do it that way, where you just get the notes, or C and G and D in C, D, and G like that. I was gonna go that route. That would have probably more than likely made my book way thicker. Play by side a lot more thicker. I was gonna go that route, but I thought it would be more easier for musicians to say, you open up my book, you're gonna see these chords exactly like you see it in the piano book here. You can see the chords, you see the notes and stuff like that. You can see the diagram. So that's what I loved about Eric's book. If you see the diagram, all right. And the Pretty Book one, I said you can see the same scenario, the diagram, but he's just a little bit more smaller. But like I said, Eric's book has way more information in it. Period. Now, which brings me to what I'm saying today. Play by sight, I have the same information in my book as Eric has, but I'm taking y'all to a whole another level. All right, to where I'm trying to fast track beginner musicians to start playing nice chords and not play, like you still in kindergarten. No offense, y'all know I don't mean it. But yeah, graduation, you're graduating from one level to the other. So, instead of, playing, and I used to do it back in the day when I first was learning, because I didn't know no better. But this is how I used to play. Yeah, left hand carrying the bass line. My foot is carrying the bass line when I was playing on the organ. It feels so funny doing it, actually. I ain't gonna feel funny. Alright, so now what we doing now is musicians playing two different chords. Yes, there will be times I will play a double up. Then it will be me playing a tritone with another chord. Yeah, that was appropriate for the moment. Double up. Diminished. trying to get y'all to fast track you to do, right? So that's where chapter number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 fast track you, get you to understand how to play all your chords, whether it's a major move, minor move, augmented move, diminished 7, dominant, major 7. Did I miss one? Major 7 went to sharp 5. Sus 2. Look, I'm doing both hands. It's sus 4. Right, and then a sus 4 chord. And of course the tritone. That is my formula. Alright, that is my formula. Then we know, for those who may not know, the other formula is your Nashville system formula. The 1, C major, 2 is minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, 6 minor, 7 diminished, and back to your 1. I'm using both of those formulas to pick out on what is going on. Truthfully speaking, only certain songs is going to allow you to play some of the moves from the formula, but not all songs is going to allow you to do that. And that's the reason why I came up with my own little formula. What is it that the Nashville system didn't show me? Augmented. What is it that the Nashville system didn't show me? Sus 2, sus 4, 7 sus 4 chord. What is it the Nashville system did not show me? Tritones. I told you more than to where it is for the Nashville system. Although I'm going to go ahead and put the Nashville system chords in, yes, my edition number 2 book. I already did it, y'all. It's already laid out, okay? Anyways, and so make sure we learn our inversions when we learn every chord, alright? That's why I'm saying I'm trying to fast track you guys to that. And then that's when we're going to get into the crazy chords. We call them crazy chords. They're not really crazy chords, y'all. It's just that we hear an idea. This is A flat. I can play that 7 sus 4 chord. The chord that I just played. Watch it. This chord, and this chord. 3 chords right there. I'm gonna put this on an A flat. What? Yes. Yeah. And if I have any sense, I already know. Well, that's a tritone. 7 sus 4 chord. I can create another tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Yes. 2 tritones. D tritone and A flat tritone with the 7 sus 4 chord. Technically, this is your perfect fourth in G scale. 2, 3, 4. That's why it's important to learn your scales in chapter number 1. Alright, you got to learn your skills in chapter number 1 to peep the game. I'm trying to get y'all to peep the game. And then in chapter number 18 is when I give y'all what I call the dissonance chords or the cluster chords. What other name? I got my glasses on, I can't even see. The dissonance chords, intervals, and your clusters or whatever. And that's when you hear the minor second, the major second, the minor third, major third, perfect fourth, tritone, perfect fifth, minor 6, major 6, minor 7, major 7. We do this in music all day. Here we go. There it is. That's this A flat. So I'm reaching for this note. What am I doing, y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The major 6 chord. What's the next chord key I'm in? I was in A flat. Now I'm in G flat or F sharp. So what am I doing again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another major 6 chord. What am I doing? As if I'm in F now. What am I doing, y'all? Minor second, major second, third, minor third, perfect fourth, major fourth, yeah, fourth, third, so yeah. Then the fourth, tritone, minor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minor 6. See what I'm saying? Oh, you repeat the same thing, minor 7. Yes, and I didn't realize what I was doing. chapter number 18. Look at that. E flat. What am I doing, y'all? The 6, the major 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Major 6. Here I started here with the A flat major 6. Counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, A flat major 6 here. Then I went to what? F sharp or G flat major 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. And the same thing with F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 5 Right? And E flat major 6. And I didn't realize I was doing that because I had no idea what I'm actually playing. I had no idea I was playing the major, A flat major 6. Alright, what am I doing now, y'all? The minor 6. What? Actually, let me take the other. Now, 2 hands I'm messing with. I'm messing with the lower part of it, which is the minor 6. Now, like A flat, what's this? The 5. 3, 4, 5. The perfect 5th. A flat, perfect 5th. Oh, I had no idea what I'm doing. Now what am I doing? I'm in B flat on the bottom. So is there an A flat in this equation? Well, no, because we know that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7. That's 7. So what are we doing? The minor 7. Oh, the minor 7. Right hand, I'm playing what? The A flat per 4th. A flat perfect 4th. Chapter number 18. And play by side. Alright? This gives me understanding of what I'm doing and how I'm playing when I go. Whether I'm going backwards or forward. What am I playing, y'all? G flat F sharp 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. F sharp or G flat major 7. Oh wow. And here's my F perfect 4th. Perfect 4th. Oh. What am I playing? Diminished 7. D diminished 7. What chord am I playing? E flat minor, root position, first version, second version. Diminished move is chapter number 3. Alright? And my E minor chord is chapter number 3 as well. It's in the book. Chapter 3, diminished 7. The minor chord, chapter 3. A flat, chapter 2. D flat, chapter 2. I just created a chord progression just me doing that. Major 7 with a flat 5. Y'all think I'm playing, right? Major 7 with a flat 5. What chapter is that, Doc? Major 7 flat 5. I believe that is chapter number 10. No, not 10. What chapter 5? Hold on, y'all. What chapter is that in? Chapter 5. Hold on. I need my glasses on. Put your glasses on, boy. For y'all, it's in the book. I already put it in there. Wow, now I got my glasses on. Alright. Chapter 12. Alright. I know a lot of stuff I put in the book, I done forgot that I put in here. So I gotta go to the book myself to see for myself, right? But all I have to do is look at my context and I immediately know what chords. And I did this on purpose because of the fact that multiple musicians out there are playing these chords. And you guys want to know what it is. No more secrets. Alright? No more secrets. I'm unleashing the secrets to the madness, the mystery to the madness. Yeah, so you have our major 7 with a flat 5, y'all. I will be adding the 7 sharp 9 flat 5 or the sharp 5. So this is flat 5, that's sharp 5. That's because of the bottom of the bass. So those will be released coming soon. And the reason why I said that was because, remember, I'll repeat myself, it's costly to try to generate a whole bunch of pages of chords in the book, right? So I had to go with my bank, and someone would say what your wallet can afford to do. So yes, I put all these hot chords in here, these dope chords, these off the hook chords, off the chain chords, whatever y'all want to call them. Nice, beautiful, lush, is in the book. All right, all my work, hard work that I put in over the years. Actually, when I say over the years, it didn't take me long to put the book together. After the guy and I didn't see eye to eye on the same, on the same agreement about me editing this book, and I've been meaning to burn it, burn this book. These books. Actually, I got a box over there, as I showed you earlier, and burn it. So none of these chords in this book that I'm using to put in my books at all. Period. Because I got my own. I got my own stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to put this back down here. I got my own stuff that I've generated on my own. Is that something? On my own. Let's do it. On my own. I can't sing. But yes, I generated my own stuff, and I got my own book. As I said earlier, this was nothing in it at the time, and for me to just kind of go back, reflecting, I'm just reflecting back over this, y'all. I actually can't believe I even did this much stuff. It is out of this world. Like, I can't believe I did all this. Yeah. So here we go. And I did all this all the way to 2023. And I think for the copies, the ones that came out in 2024, it was only because I went back to work after I was sick for 2 months, 2.5 months, being in the hospital twice, all that crazy stuff. And then I went back to work I want to say it was mid-February, half of February, and then I ran off these copies, the book in this book, so that will make sense why these chords are in the book in the year 2024, because I was like, wait a minute, ain't no way I did this, and I was pretty much all dead in the hospital at this time doing this. I'm like, there's no way I did this, but yes. So I did go back to work mid-February all the way to June 8th, because like I said, my wife had a broken foot, so I had to take personal leave and take care of her all the way through August. And then in August the 16th, then 24th, then that's when this infection got into my lower back and basically temporarily paralyzed me for almost, I don't know, it seemed like a long time, months. I couldn't walk. Couldn't walk, eat, sleep, drink, take showers. It was crazy. It was like the most craziest thing ever. Have somebody else taking care of you, washing your face, brushing your teeth, trying to comb, brush your hair. I'm like, man, my manhood is gone. My manhood. Yeah, that was terrible. I'm still healing. I'm still not in massive pain as I was, but I'm still healing, y'all. So keep praying for me. But I felt that I need to go back to work, because if I don't, then I feel like this illness is just gonna try to take over me, so to speak. So I'm gonna go back to work next week, and hopefully I'll start generating my energy back up to where it used to be, or better. All right, so yeah, these are all of the chords that I generated on my own Photoshop, my own keyboard, using Chordy, and then once I do that, my job was Photoshop using my cell phone. So if I was here right now with a phone, lock the phone, that's all I had to do. Can't do this with the organ, it's a little bit different. If I had a MIDI organ, that would have been a whole different game. Why is my thing trying to, I hate when they do that, try to update right in the middle of my conversation. But anyway, photo, turn on my camera, I'll play the chord, I'll hold the chord, Photoshop, that's I have 3 jobs to do. All right, press, Photoshop, and then it gives me the option to go to email. I hit this little thing here, and then I hit the email to who I want to send to my editor. Go to email, type in that person's name, say what the name of the chord is, and put a happy smile on there or whatever, thumbs up or whatever, and I'm cancel that out. And that's it. Press, Photoshop, send. And then the results comes back in the email when my editor's finished doing what she has to do. She sends it back to me. I don't know, will this let me open up my email? The last time it would let me do it. Okay, maybe it will. I guess, let me see, I'm gonna type in her name. Make this a lot fast. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna type in her name. So I type in my editor's name, and the recent one she just sent me back was a 6/9 sharp 11 chords. And there's my little happy face on here. I don't know if y'all can see my happy face on here. Let me see. I blow it up. Oh, my little happy face, y'all. So that's my happy face there. Let me, now it won't let me shrink it. Hey, it won't let me shrink it. Hold on. Let me see if it let me redo it. Oh, it's still stuck. All right, and then here's the, I said press, all right, Photoshop, and send. So this is me sending the chords. Okay, all right. So then I wait. It's a little baby waiting game. All right. So she sent me an email back. I'm not sure. Is this gonna update? I haven't used this iPhone in a while. This is the 13 Plus, I think. The phone I'm recording off is my 15 Max, or whatever it's called, Max something, whatever. Yeah, whatever it's called. The big boy, I guess. Let me see. So let me type in her name again. I'm wondering if it's gonna update on her latest email back to me. Let me see. It is June. When did she send me that? Is it the 11th? Let me see. No, it was July something, because I remember July 4th she said she was going to be back, and so she sent it, I think, the next day. Alright, so let me see, with this update to that, I don't think my phone won't let me do it. I don't think it's going to allow me to do it for some reason. Sometimes it catches emails, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. For whatever reason, it won't let me search that one out. Let me try it again. For some reason, it will not letting me. Okay, that's funny to me. It's kind of funny to me because sometimes it will catch it. So let me see if I can have to scroll to it. I guess maybe the email went to you. I'm just guessing. And sometimes it'll do it. So Wednesday, we already in 13, 14, about to be the 14th, but we 13. So I'm gonna see if her email went straight to my phone over here, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Well, I have a new look now, a new color. We said, hey, let's try this color. Oh, it actually did go. Hold on, y'all. Wait. Okay, that is. Okay, let me see the next email below. Let's see. Alright, I think he's trying to populate. He's trying to populate. It's slow. Alright. I go another route. Cause she sent that to me. Let me see. The 4th was on a Friday. And then okay, I have to use my iPad because that phone is not catching up. And I gotta find my other little baby iPhone somewhere around here. My other baby iPhone. Anyway, here's the results at the end of the day. I get the email back. I'm going to the book now. My new book, edition number 2. Ooh, went right straight to it. Okay. Alright. I still buffing. Hold on. Buffy. So this is what you guys get, this color. Alright, and my play-by site. This is finished buffing. Alright. So the new color. Oh, where is that? I'm bad. This is the book that I was doing for chord progressions, and I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna fit it on the thing. So this is a book that I was thinking about doing chord progressions. All right. And now let me go on over here to my other book. I thought I was already over here at the other book. So let me pull up my other book, the one I'm writing. So I'm writing 2 books. Generating 2. Let's see, is this one? I hope I picked the right one. Alright, so now I'm gonna scroll up, I think. Still buffing. Alright, cool. So here, I already have existing chords in my library that I've seen in the book. In my binder back there. All these chords I had already generated those chords already, and I click onto the library. So I have a library chord. There it is, there's my new chords. It's the new color for the next coming book that I'm doing. We changed the color scheme. So that's what color is going to be for the next book. Alright. And then, let's see, can I slide that over? Trying to slide it over. Oh, there it is. And then this is the one I was telling you about, doing your inversions of the Nashville system chords. So I'm already halfway done with this book already. I'm just have to ask her to change the color scheme because I don't know how to do it. Alright, I don't know how to change the color scheme in here. So that was already several pages of that. And then the new chords, I've already dropped it here in the book. And there it is. Alright. So it's the new stuff. You got a little sneak peek. So there's the new stuff. Then I'm dropping in the second book. And then the other book, I have to go over there to the other book and do chord progressions over there on the other book. Yeah. So I got some work to do. But this time around, I believe it's going to be a whole lot much more easier to do because I'm well now, a lot well than where I was. So I think this one's going to go a lot more faster than my last book because I had gotten sick in 21 and then I had got sick in 22, COVID, and then 2023 I ended up with pneumonia and valley fever. And valley fever is refusing to let me go. It's refusing to let me go, y'all. So y'all gotta pray for me for real. That's an infection that's like it's trying to glue to me and won't let go of me. So y'all pray for me. Please pray for me. Yeah. So I'm going back to work, try to get that foolishness off my mind. Yeah. I have to stay on the medication for I don't know how long until my doctor could say, hey, it's over, it's out of your system, you're free. But right now I have to stay on medication, what they say, indefinitely. So I'm praying that God will cure that entirely, y'all. Because having valley fever is not funny. I promise y'all, it's not funny. It's deadly. It can kill you. It will kill you if you don't take care of yourself right away. If you start feeling a certain way and you don't take care of it immediately, it will kill you. For sure. I promise you that. I know some friends, family members and friends, people I didn't know, other people from the doctor's office, and people was telling me about how their loved ones passed away from this valley fever. It's no joke. Alright, so the play by side. Get your copy if you hadn't already gotten it. And also, as I said, it's a recommendation for if you're a beginner musician. Did I just put that book away? I need to keep this book out. I don't use it. I don't need to use it because I already know chords already. As y'all already see, that I already have my own. I have my own stuff, my own library of chords. I don't need no chords from the other guy's book or from anybody's book for that matter. I got a whole box full of chords over here, right? literally. So it ain't none of this. I'll show you that. Alright. I got my own chords and chord progressions. That's gonna make some doggone sense. So if you're a new beginner, intermediate level, your 2-year-old, 3-year-old wanna learn how to play, they got 2 hands. My book is very comprehensive. I wanted to make sure it was comprehensive. My grandson can learn to read the book and learn how to play. Even my wife. It's very comprehensive. I wanted to make it as easy as possible. But also, you got to put some time into practicing and get your fingers familiar with how to put your hands on the chords to advance yourself to another level. So you're not at the same level. That's my whole goal. Now, if it's an advanced level or intermediate level musician who's trying to go advanced, yes, get the book. If you're a beginner level musician and you try to go from beginner to advanced, for sure, get the book. Right? For sure. I promise you, you would never play the same ever. You would never be the same ever, right? Your life will be changed forever. Alright? So I am just trying to come along and say enough is enough. I need to charge this thing up because I got a bunch of music on here. Chords, music, everything. Y'all, this is crazy. It's terrible. I'm terrible with collecting stuff. But yeah, I got my own thing. So that's the reason why I've written my own book. Alright, play by sight. Y'all see it for yourself. All me, all day. So yeah, play by sight. Don't forget, y'all, play by sight. Where to grab it from my website. I'll put the there. My website here, so you can go over there and get your own book, grab your own copy. My wife in there listening. She on Netflix. It's funny, man. This is hilarious. I'm like, what movie she finna watch? She's on vacation, so that's why y'all see me still up. Otherwise, I wouldn't be up doing what I'm doing. She's on vacation, so I'm gonna grab the link, y'all, and I'm gonna drop the link there in the chat spot. I wonder what she in there watching. Alright, let me see here. Let's see, YouTube. Wow. Alright, so I'm gonna drop y'all the link to the website. Where it says buy now, that's the ebook, and next to it says buy it now from Amazon. That's where you can get the physical copy. Alright, physical copy, whether it is paper cover, and start this over, and hardcover. Yeah, y'all can see I got both. Alright, I wanted to get an idea of how they look and feel and all that good stuff. And then, of course, I downloaded it at least 5 times because the first time we had to do a test for my website and that went through. And then, or was it 4 times? It might have 4 or 5 times. And then I had to test it again because someone else was saying that they would purchase their digital download, but they didn't get it. And that happened to me because our credit card agency institution would send a kickback and say, hey man, is this you using your credit card to buy this? And if you don't respond to it, the credit agency is gonna hold that money there until you respond to them. So I had to, of course, go to my text to respond to them and say, yes, it's me. Again, I used my 6 credit cards, and all 6 of them were denied. Well, I don't know why that happens, but let me see. But what happened was they gave me the kickback, sent me a text message, email verifying it's me, y'all. Yo, it's me. So once it was verified, then it was like, okay, cool, you can go ahead and make your purchase. Well, am I on Facebook today? No, I'm on YouTube, ain't I? I forgot What social media I'm on today? Why can't I find myself here? Am I on YouTube or Facebook? Which one am I on? Alright, hold on. Why is it not popping up here? I know my phone didn't just go dead on me. Alright, how you find it? Here? I'm still new to this technological stuff. Oh, here it goes. I'm like, where is it? So yeah, that happened to me. So don't trip. Some of y'all may not happen to you. Some of y'all, bank institution, which is your creditors, may, um, wait a minute. Is that camera looking at the wall? Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. I thought this camera was looking at me and it's looking at the doggone wall. Good Lord have mercy. How did it flip to the wall? Why is it doing it? Why is it going to the wall? That's, I had the camera flipped to me to look down here. This whole time it's looking at the wall. I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh my God, I am so sorry, y'all. I keep trying to figure out. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all was looking at my wall this whole time. Good Lord, my bad. I should have verified it before I even got going. Oh my goodness, I'm getting old, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I told y'all I was getting old. Oh my Lord, this whole time y'all were looking at the wall. Oh my goodness. Well, at least y'all was able to hear my voice. All right, let me see here. I'm gonna put the link down here. Let me see here. Let me see, where is it? Trying to get to the chat part. Here we go. All right. Hello. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't realize we were looking at the wall. That's terrible. Oh my God. I feel like taking this video down. I'm embarrassed, y'all. I'm so embarrassed. I, 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 I'm getting old. This whole time I'm talking and y'all looking at the wall. Oh my God. You should have called me on you should have called me, bring me up on Facebook and say hit me up on Facebook and say, yo, you oh my God, I'm so sorry, y'all. This is terrible. Oh my goodness. Fix the camera. I did not realize it when I turned it on. It was looking this way. I don't know why it flipped back the other way. I heard it doing something. I heard it make a noise. I'm like, why is it making that noise? Anyway, my bad, y'all. Well, y'all at least heard everything I had to say. Most of y'all heard everything I was saying. But thank you. Let's see, Portuguese. Oh, you from Portuguese? Oh, okay. Um, most of the majority of my coworkers are from Portuguese, where I work at my job. Few has retired actually. Um, my super, I don't call her my supervisor. She was just like a lead person to me. Retired. Let me see. This 2025. She retired in 23. Actually, I think she retired right before I got sick in November. Yeah, November 2020, 23. Yeah, okay, from Portuguese. Yeah, wow. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm wondering, I'm not sure if my coworker moved back to Portugal, but I know that she has family members, her and her husband. Not this family members in Portugal. Matter of fact, actually, they got a mansion in Portugal, a mansion, and they just live out here in the states. Um, um, I forget where she lived. I forgot. She told me they live somewhere in the hills, in the mountains, where somewhere. But anyway, but they have a mansion or something like that. She was saying in Portuguese, but they just come here, work here, make money, and send money back home and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, that's pretty dope. I'm gonna hit y'all with some hearts though. Thank you for those who's come in and kind of hang out with me. give y'all some 100s. Um, so yeah, I fixed the camera. Next time before I do this video, I'm gonna double check to make sure it flipped this way. I could have sworn it was already videoing me from this direction, but oh, okay. Um, so yeah, play by sight, y'all. For those who didn't see what I was doing now, I'm gonna just run through it real fast. This was my original binder that had nothing in it. I mean, nothing but a nothing but a nothing. All right. I'll keep the video up. You can probably go back for those who didn't hear what I was saying, but I'll just try to be brief with it. But this binder was empty, nothing in it. And this is 2021. COVID came in 2020. So 2021, I started. Well, I got sick in 21, 20. No, I didn't get sick. Did I get sick in 22, 2020? No, I didn't. I didn't get sick in 2020. But I had to drive the one that started writing my own book. And the only reason why that came about was because of this other guy who wanted me to put my name on his books and sell them to the public. And I just gave you a brief look at it. He actually put my name on here and everything. The website that I was having at the time, and but inside the book was a lot of discrepancy, a lot of the stuff in the book. He had nice chords in here, but there were questionable chords in here that didn't make sense, even for some people that inboxed me when they saw that I was going to promote this book for me to sell, and they asked me, "Hey man, that book looks familiar. I've been trying to get a hold of this guy to ask him some questions about the book, and some stuff is just not making no sense." So anyway, this was what the book would have been mine, but the guy who owned the book, copyright, was trying to turn it over to me. And make the long story short, um, he didn't want to give me the manuscript so I can go in the book and change a whole bunch of stuff that's in there that didn't make sense, so it could make some sense. And he didn't want to give me that access. He claimed that he was going to, but he just never did it. And so then he's like, "Yo, well, why don't you sell 500 bucks?" It was our last conversation before um, the last time I talked to him was in 2022, in around about November-ish or so, December-ish. And he's like, "Well, you sell 35 or 500 books, then I'll turn this over to you." I'm like, "Bro, that's just ridiculous. Y'all calculate it up. $35 times 500. Really? No, thank you." So he got upset with me and said, "Forget it. If you don't want to do it, then the deal is over with." Okay, thank you. All right. After that happened, other people who I conversated about the book, they were like, "Take the middleman out. You don't need him. You got skills of your own. This do your thing." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, do you can do whatever it is that he did in the book your own way." Oh, and I have been wanting to do that, but I just didn't know how to go about doing it. So after looking at this book, I had God gave me a revelation, a quick revelation, really quick. You know what? Put that book in the fire, all right? Burn it, blow it up, whatever, and do your thing. And so that's when um, I started doing my thing in 2022. The first, the first day of the year, literally the first day of the year. Um, because in 21 I had got sick with COVID, and I was sick and messed up and in and out of work. It was just terrible. So 22 came around, the first year I got well and got inspired. And as I showed y'all, I have my own box of chords over here. I do my thing. I got tons of books that I've been writing chords for years since since '04. Yeah, literally '04 for real. I moved here where I live at in 2000. So the job I ended up getting on a night shift job, a sit down job, basically pretty much. I had nothing else but I had nothing else better else to do than have a pencil and a pen and some paper and a notepad. It graduated from I don't see this wasn't the first. I think I started out doing this. This is how I started out with the little thing. Then I had the notepad. Y'all know the little notepad, the flip one, and then the other flip one, which is the yellow ones. The yellow ones. Let me see. I don't know if I have any of the yellow ones. It's kind of small like this, but the yellow ones. Then somebody gave me this and said, "Hey man, you need this?" I'm like, "Oh." So I took that. It's got my name on it. Still out there. I started writing chords in here, and then I graduated to the bigger pads. Oh, here it is. There it is. There it is. Like this. See, I told you, I've been writing it all along for a while. The little tab, little small papers, and then I found out about this type of book right here, and y'all can see it's falling apart. I've been doing this since '04, y'all. So, if I've been doing this since '04, and I didn't run into this dude until around COVID time. I think it was 2019. I want to give it was 2019, 2018 or 2019 when he was trying to connect with me to try to put my name on his books and stuff like that. And I thought it would have been a good idea, but then I started having conversations with other people, and it was like, bro, if he ain't gonna give you the manuscript, then there's no point in you even being bothered with his books and stuff because that can turn into a whole nother beast. So from there, I cut it off, or he cut it off. He's like, hey, if you don't want to still find the book, then fine, we ain't got to do this. And I'm like, cool, okay. It ain't making me mad. Ain't no, whatever. So that's when 2022, the first year in January, I started generating my own things. I heard about Cordy, and I heard about how I can do it. I already had a mastermind on how to do it. I was just couldn't figure out how I was gonna get it done, with timing and all that good stuff. So I figured out press, Photoshop, send. That was my only problem or issue that I had. But my coworkers were like, "Hey, we got you, dog." What? What? They like, never mind, dude. Skip him. Let's go. We got you. When you want to start? Okay. And I didn't expect that. So I just say God has favor on me, but so that's how that got going on. So I had heard about Cordy in that time span. Thank God for Cordy. In that year, the year 2020 was the year to start. When Cordy came about, I downloaded it, $25, whatever, into my device over here, and got it all connected up with the keyboard, and used my iPhone. All right, this is one of the reasons why I had to get that iPhone over here, because I did a whole lot of stuff, music stuff. I got a whole bunch of music stuff. It's still stuck in this thing, and Photoshop and all that. So he just killed my phone. So I had to go get another one to have more data or whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna probably end up getting another one of these because this was about to act, kind of slightly acting up a little bit, baby acting up. But anyways, so yeah, that's how I started generating my own chords. Photoshop every chord I played, Photoshop every chord I played, Photoshop every chord I played, Photoshop send, Photoshop send, Photoshop send to my coworker, which is my editor. And she's done an outstanding job of doing it. She didn't have to do it. Did she do it for free? No. She didn't charge me. No. She didn't want my money. No. She was like, bro, I don't need your money. Just tell me what you need. I'll make it happen. And she made it happen. So, we became friends, and she just, hey, send me the stuff. I got you. I'll take care of it. And this is what the results are. This is her results. All right. Her results. She's responsible for the diagram and the notes. All right. This whole thing right here, this whole page is all day my coworker. All right. My miss editor. All right. The other work is the writing part of it. That's all on me. Now the whole idea is, of course, on both of our ideas because um, it's me coming with the idea saying, hey, I want to help people learn how to play the keyboard. I want to drop some chords in the book. So intermediate level musicians, beginner level musicians, maybe some advanced level musicians might want to learn what some ideas on what they're doing or whatever. So that was my definite vision. And she was like, okay, that's your vision? I got you. Let's go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna help you push your book out there to other people because I'm helping you put it together. I'm like, it's cool. Like I said, she didn't want no money, nothing like that. But of course, for me, I don't believe in using folk like that. I believe in if somebody's gonna put in some works or whatever, and they helping me, it's what's wrong with giving them a couple $100? You know what I'm saying? So I took care of her, and she didn't want it. Of course, she kept trying to. I don't want it. Put it back in your pocket. I don't want it. Put it. But they say it's nice to be nice, right? Because you never know how your life is going to affect somebody else's life. Um, so definitely, and I'm not gonna say that. I had another thought, but I'm not gonna say it. Someone else said it for me. The least person that you would, the least type of people you would want to have your back to help you with it is the people who you would expect to help you, but then the unexpected type of people, and some of y'all probably reading between the line what I'm saying, um, come through. I don't. What is that? What can y'all help me with that? Cause I'm still trying to scratch my head trying to figure this out. Like, yeah. Anyway, so but then someone else made a conversation. The editor who finished off my book for me for this company, he said, well, he said it might be some people who just either are jealous of you, or number two, they don't think that you can be an author. They don't think that you have that capability of doing things. But when they see your book and see your product and see your progress, they're gonna have a whole nother look on you right at this point. And I never doubted that I could do it. It was just I didn't know how to do it at first or who to connect with. And the only reason why I was able to connect with someone on Facebook, which is Benjamin. Benjamin Moore, y'all. Benjamin Moore wrote a book. What did I do with his book? Um, Jeez, where's his book at? Where did I put his book? I think his book is in my living room. But Benjamin Moore written a book talking about self-esteem and blah 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 and a whole bunch of good stuff. Basically, some stuff is about like I'm kind of sort of saying, but I'm trying not to say it. I'm gonna be nice. The least people that you should have your back, they ain't there. They don't got your back because they don't believe in you. That's basically pretty much in a nugget. But then when they see your success, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, oh, he really did that. Yeah, I did that. Why you didn't think I can do that?" But anyway, and that's on a good note. I'm just saying. So, Miss Kelly did an outstanding job, y'all. I mean, outstanding job. Miss Kelly did a wonderful job. The editor for the company that I sent my book to put this information in the book, they also did an outstanding job. My agent Alex, but he has a team of people who um, boxed my book up some and put their 2 cents in there or whatever along the way. So they all did an excellent job in doing my book. So, and then for Amazon to get my book, to make my book top number one, I keep saying it wrong. Amazon hottest books for 2025, the month of June at the time, right? My book came top number one best book for the month of June. Yes. Now I didn't think I didn't expect it, y'all. I ain't gonna even lie. fact, I thought my book would probably be like around 10, 15. I might be on the chart 25 out of many other many other books that were generated in the month of June. We in July now, so I am excited. I am happy. Joyfully, I probably don't look it, but yes, it was a very big surprise to me that my book has gone number one and also worldwide now. Has reached 17 platforms around the world. So my book is around the world now. So for everybody who's on board, you want to learn how to play the piano or the keyboard or the organ, grab this book because I'm on this serious wave right now. Um, Somebody inboxed me on Facebook and said, "Hey man, actually not on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and said, hey, are you trying to start some waves here?" I said, "Bro, we already past the waves now, right? We dealing with this tsunami waves right now from the big one. I'm on the big ride. I'm on the big ride right now. So y'all better get on the ride with me, because all we gonna be doing is going straight up, down, and we're going straight up again." But I look at my book as a rocket being, a rocket taking off, because a lot of musicians out there are begging other musicians to show them how to play these chords. I'm tired of that. I'm sick and tired of it. Stop it. It's here. All right. It's going on my next book, and another book, and another book. All right. All right. So grab your copy if you hadn't already got it. So I did put. Oh, did I not hit? Oh, wait. Thought it went through. There you go. So I did do it. You told us not to bring your phone. Yeah, I did do that. You should have ring my phone so I could know that I was on the wrong play. It was messed up. um, yeah, I'll be going back to work Tuesday next week. So my whole life is gonna change when I say that, because I'm gonna be on a whole different shift. So that means, y'all gonna see me on the opposite times or whatever, but I'm gonna still keep the mindset of practicing as many times throughout the day. So, um, my wife, I don't know what she watching. What is she watching? I don't know what she watching in there. She probably doesn't even watch the TV. She probably in there sleeping. The TV watching her actually. But anyways, yeah, I know I said don't call me, but yeah, my messenger, I don't really go to the messages that much. Every now and then I'll slide over it, because on this phone, I don't have messenger on this phone. Sometimes what happens is, if I'm so happens to be floating through Facebook, floating through Facebook on my Facebook page, every now and then I might see that, I guess, like a little notification that from somebody from Facebook. But then, because I don't have Messenger on any of my phones, on any of my devices, like, pop this back up. So I have no this phone and that phone. I cut it off because it was disturbing my wife at the time. When I was working, when I was well back then, and the phone be ringing, and even when I try to put it on vibrate, it rings. It doesn't just vibrate; it rings, like it be hella loud. Very disturbing. And so I said, okay, let me just take that off, and stop using Messenger. And then on top of that, for some reason too, it seemed like Messenger was taking up Messenger was taking up too much space on my phone for some reason. It was just killing everything. So I had to delete Messenger off this phone and that phone. Actually, I never got it on this phone, the one I'm recording on. This one, and I have another one, the 6 plus something. And I had to delete it off of there because it was just murdering the phone. So every time when somebody sent a message to that phone, or called the phone, or dialed the phone, it was just murdering it. I mean, murdering it. Like my battery would just be like dead. The phone would just be dead. I'm like, why is it dying? So I started deleting them, and then that problem stopped. So yeah, so every now and then I might see the notification. Like right now, I see a notification because I have it turned on. But when I do go back to work, I have to turn it back off because my wife that will take her off because she works very early in the morning, and so if somebody's bringing the phone because it rings funny, y'all. You know, it has this funny, real weird ring when it rings. It doesn't ring like a regular phone, and it's loud. So it's like when it goes on, you trying to turn it off and get to it, you can't because it's already blazing. Um, or two, I turn my phone all the way down. But if I turn my phone down on vibrate or down, that wouldn't be a good thing either because it could be an emergency call from a job or it could be an emergency call from my mom or my sisters or something like that. So majority of the time I always try to put my phone on vibrate. So even if it's on vibrate and on low, or I have to turn on an alarm, wake myself up so I can go to work. So I have to balance this thing out. So yes, I see what you remember what I said. That is so funny. So yes, yeah. The outside of your book is so beautiful. We can't get started inside of it. Stop it. Stop that. um, never seen never seen nothing like. Yes. Yes. I was about to start crying for a minute. Let me get my life together. Yeah. Yeah. God has gave me a vision to do this. I searched up and down all over the internet for quite some time um um before 2020 2020 to see if anybody has created a book with that name with these features. Um yeah, I did a lot of research on it beforehand to try to make sure that nothing is. So there is a book similar to it. Remember, I just showed it to you a minute ago. This was my original idea. This was my original idea here. You almost see the comparison per se. Almost. But I had to add my own 2 cent to it, 5 cent in there. And so I thought, I don't want it to have the same name as this cover or the way the design of this cover. I wanted to design it in a whole different way, and give it the me. So the Lord gave me that vision to do it this way, and so I did it this way, and there you are. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Front and back page. I did want my book to be glossy, like super glossy, but it was gonna cost me uh, a leg and an arm. And not to say I didn't have the money, y'all. I actually do have the money. I could have spent that leg and arm on the book, um, to have the book to be super glossy like this guy's book. I mean, every page is glossy, literally glossy. Like I mean, every. I just love the way it smells. Funny. It's every page is glossed out. That is what I originally wanted to do with this book, my first book. Um, but they were saying, hey, listen, it's gonna be real costly. Um, so I already have premeditated that either it's gonna be glossy, spend the money for it, or it's gonna be the next grade lower than the glossy one at least, on good premium paper. And I knew what premium paper was all about because I had researched it, you know. So that's how that came about. So thank you so much for your wonderful comments on that. Thank you. So yeah, the Lord is blessed to me to get this out. Excuse me, getting allow me to get this out. Um, I would have pushed this book out to August, to put the baseline in there. But then my editor, she was like, "Hey, I'm going on vacation." I'm like, "Okay." And of course, at the same time, I was still sick, trying to recuperate or recover. This would have pushed this book would have been pushed out to August for me to add the baseline to this book because I wanted this book to be designed for organ and keyboard players too. And it's still organ keyboard player. It just still has the baseline to it. So my second book edition, I grabbed these chords, some of the chords from this book, and I'm putting it in edition number two. That's what I'm going to do with that. And of course, amongst that, some more of the other beastie chords, dope chords, off the hook chords, lush chords that I've created. Um, Also, I'm going to drop in this next book, my second book, and then the third book. Um, I may try to do the third book similar to the same way as this. And then maybe my fourth book, I'll probably just do chord progressions. But I kind of see what's the point of me doing that because all of the chords that I'm pulling from chord progressions is going to be in the book in all 12 keys. Um, so thank you for those ones from Portuguese. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of my coworkers are from Portuguese from where I work at the hospital, um, and uh, cool peoples. I've been meaning to have them show me how to speak Portuguese, y'all. I had one coworker. She was like, "I could teach you," but then she ended up retiring. She was an old. I call her OG. But she ended up retiring because she had a back issue, and she just couldn't take it no more. So all these 20 plus some years she worked, she was couldn't do it no more. So, but yeah, she was gonna start teaching me how to speak Portuguese. But there's still other coworkers that do speak Portuguese and it's from your probably from your area. Um, Let me see here. What's going on? VEN. I don't want to say your name wrong. Bro, it's you. Yes, it's me. I'm back. I'm back. Yes, it's me. I'm better. I wasn't great back in 23, and I don't want to dive too far into that, but I was bad shape back then, 23, November the 9th. Terribly bad shape for about, basically from to February of 2024, halfway in that month. And then all of a sudden, I was well again. And then 4 months later, let me see, wait, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. 6 months later, August, then the infection went from my lungs and found a spot in my back and almost paralyzed me pretty much for almost from 24 throughout the whole rest of the year 24. I couldn't eat, drink, sleep, dress myself, shower, feed myself. It was bad. It was horrible. But anyway, I'm here. I was suffering from the beginning was valley pneumonia and valley fever at the same time, but they didn't catch it until I was hospitalized the second time. But yeah, that would have. I found out that was. I think valley fever, and in my opinion, I don't like saying this, but I'll just say it anyway. But I thought that was my calling. That was the end of me then. All right, that was my calling. But then at least three times I had three episodes from that. But yeah, I thought that was the end of me. But God said, no, no, sir, no, you're not done. And I hadn't even got my book out, so I'm like, whoa, this is gonna be a trip. But someone triggered me one day when I was in the hospital and I was talking about my book for the little breath that I had left in me, and it was like, yo, be encouraged. You're gonna get well. Just look up, look up. You're gonna get that book out. I promise you, you're gonna get that book out. And when you laying in the hospital, they call it your deathbed. Your mind is like running like 1,000 miles per hour, and then most of it is you thinking about your family. Like, oh man, I'm leaving my family here. Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to say bye to some. Or I don't want people to see me this way. It's a whole lot of crazy stuff that go in your mind. But anyways, I'm back. Thank you. Hello. um, Why it don't have no hands on? Okay, I'm throwing hearts up because I don't see no hands. But thank you for coming in. Um, so play by sight. I did drop the link there. Um, I hope that's your hands on there. This one you talking about this one here? Um, no, this is not my hands on this one. No, this is not. This is what they call a mock-up. Um, on this particular book here, that's not my hands for sure. I ain't got no big. My hands ain't that big. No, this is somebody else's hands on here. Um, you probably say, "Oh, you got some dirty fingers." Y'all know how when they do these paintings and stuff like that, they be what is it? What is it called? The AL or IL or I whatever it's called, and they become their own little picture thing in there. But that's what that is. That's not my hands for sure, y'all. Probably on my next book, I'll probably will tell them to use my logo or not logo. What's the word I'm trying to say? My own uh is it a hold on my own photo thing on there. Um, so may do this time um my actual cover. That's what I'm trying to get. My actual book cover. And here's my actual book cover over here. So get to it. So that's my book cover. All right, that's my original book cover. Oops. All right. So that was my original book cover, but I wanted to ask them to do a mock-up, so they did a mock-up of it and went with this particular mock-up. So probably I'm gonna for sure my second book. I want to use my cover, my book cover that I've created, and I'm sure that you guys like my book cover. I know y'all love it. It's pretty. It's a beautiful book cover, right? So I'm gonna use on this next book. I'm gonna use my book cover. Um, this time around, I just said, let me try you guys book cover and see. And so there were three options: my book cover, this one, and one more. So I didn't like well, I didn't like the first one. Of course, I love mine, of course, because I'm the one who did it. And then this one was the third one on the option. So I said, this looks pretty. I actually really like it. Actually, I ain't gonna lie. And I showed it to maybe like five, six, seven people, and everyone was like, "Oh man, this is nice." Not to say mine's not. Not to say my book cover is not pretty. But everybody seemed to keep choosing this one. I'm like, for real? And these are like non-musicians. These are people who don't even play. I went to them and said, "Hey, what you think about this book cover?" Because I showed it to them, and I showed it to my wife. She doesn't play, but she knows I play. And I said, "What you think about my book cover and this book cover and the other one?" So she goes, well, yours is still pretty, beautiful, but okay, this is nice too." Um, you know how wives are. She's like, "I don't want to tell you what to do. I don't want to tell you." I'm like, "Come on, be honest with me. Tell me which one you think is gonna look pretty on the book." She goes, "Okay, all right, all right. Both of them." But I'm like, I can't put both covers on, babe. Or maybe like a back page of that of my book, my original cover, and put it on the back side, and maybe a mock up or vice versa. So she was like, okay, all right, just go with this mock up here. But yours is really, really pretty and nice too. So I'm like, okay. So that's how I made my final decision. Oh, also my editor. Went to my editor and I said, "Hey, what you think about these three options, right?" And get everybody's opinion and see what they say. And then everyone would say, "Yours is beautiful too, but this is also pretty too. So go with this one." So I'm like, "Okay, fine." All right, that's the answer to that. So that's how we came up with this particular mock-up, and they really did an outstanding job. Actually, I mean, really, I'm very super extremely impressed. Actually, um, what's the name of that company again? Oh my God, Books Authors Hub, something like that. So that's who I went through, and I'll go back through them again. But this time they're gonna lower the price on what I paid for this time around. The book they're gonna give me a nice deal for my next book. All right, so um, that's pretty much all I have to say. I didn't want to go all through everything else, but I did say earlier for those who just coming on that one book I mentioned. If you're a beginner musician, what I would say suggest that you get on top of my book. If you're a beginner, um, and are you somewhere in the middle, somewhere in there, get this one here. I'm giving Eric. I don't know him personally, but I'm giving him some props today and yesterday and the day before. But if you're a super beginner musician, I would say get his books. His book here, this one here, the piano chord encyclopedia. It's basically the same thing I'm doing here. Um, a whole list of chords that you can put in your left hand and your right hand. The only difference is it doesn't indicate that you put left hand and right hand, but I'm telling y'all, use your left hand and right hand, and he has the inversions in here as well. And that is also what I did with Play by Sight, is doing the inversions in chapter 2 through chapter 7. Right? Now you can grab all these chords in this book, all right? But believe it or not, every one of these chords in this book, that's why I keep putting it over here. But I'm gonna put it over here in my box, all right? My books of collections here. But every chord in the book over there doesn't have the left hand you doing something different. So that's why I'm coming with the play by sight. I'm the only musician on this planet that I know of who's coming from another angle. You okay, babe? I think she's asleep. All right, I think the TV is watching her. All right, so yeah, play by sight. And so in that book, in this book, if you're a beginner musician, and if you're at intermediate level, maybe even advanced, all levels, so you can get an idea of what chords you're playing, what type of chord it is that you actually sitting there on the organ, on the keyboard playing, and so forth. And then meanwhile, I'm coming with the heat. I've already come with the heat, so y'all ain't gonna say I'm coming with heat. I've already came with the heat, but I'm coming with some more heat. Right? I'm coming with some more heat, some of that stuff that we hear these musicians playing, and so you all can be able to learn how to play the stuff that they're doing in your own time, in your own leisure, whatever and you can grow on your own. You don't have to be spending all your money trying to pay for lessons if you want to. I don't tell nobody don't stop taking lessons. But I'm like this: if you walking away with 5 chords, 6 chords every time you go take a lesson, and you paying $40 an hour or you paying $65 an hour, believe me, I searched it out, and believe me, I've seen it for myself, and believe me, I've experienced this for my own doggone self. So that's why I said, let me just write this book and stop this other crazy foolishness that I see that's going on. And sometimes musicians can size up people and take advantage of folk. All right. If they see you a little slow and you ain't gonna be able to catch up or keep up, they just gonna take your $40. You walking away with 5 chords. What? $20, and you gonna have a whole gang of chords. $35 for the hardcover. You gonna have a whole bunch of chords. You ain't walking away with 5 chords, 2 chords, 7 chords. You walking away with a whole bunch of chords in this book. You digital download, $5. $5, y'all. I'll look at that. I'll look at somebody said I'm starting some waves. Don't stop taking lessons. I'm just saying. But you can use this book as an enhancement to whatever it is that you're trying to learn. Just don't tell your instructor you're learning from it. No, you can tell them if you want to. I don't care. It's too late, y'all. The waves are already going. The tsunami is already coming, y'all. It's coming. It's getting big, y'all. It's up there, y'all. That's all I'm saying. So ride with me, y'all, cause I'm already on a mission. My wife said, "What? You already started your second book already? Halfway done?" Yes, because I already had the course already in my library already. I already knew what I wanted to do, but I got sick. All right, I got sick. What can I do? I can't do anything if I'm sick and almost halfway dead, whatever. So yes. All right. So your book looks the best. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yes. Thank you. Don't make me cry over here, okay? Thank you. I'm gonna throw some hearts at you. Thank you. So everybody out there, please share um my website link and let other people know that hey, there's this new cat on the block. Come with it. And we be like the Rock. Bring it. I'm I'm bringing it. All right, to you guys. All right. So that's what's up. I'm gonna get off of here and. It's about almost 12 midnight. I know some of y'all need to go to bed. Some of y'all need to go take a nap. Some of y'all probably on your breaks. And but I'll catch y'all later and have a good night. And I love y'all and thank you for supporting me and keep me in prayer for sure. Um, Cause me going back to work, it's been a minute. It's been over a year and a half since I've been at work. So um, my wife keep asking me, "You ready for this?" I'm like, "Oh, one way to find out. I gotta go back." So yeah, I gotta go back. Um, yeah, I'm gonna put this little fake face on here. I gotta go back. um, so y'all. Anyway, so y'all got the link on here. Like I said, share the link with someone um that wants to learn how to play and all that beautiful good stuff. And also if the ones who have the book, make sure you know I know y'all practicing. I know some of y'all can't help because I'm practicing some of this stuff in here that I put in here that I didn't even realize I put in here. Um, yeah. I'm actually like, ooh, did I really do that? Did I really? Was I smoking or something? I was smoking drink. Was I smoking? Was I drunk when I did this? Was I on some drugs when I dropped these cards? I must be losing my mind. Most musicians out there, they're not gonna be like, I, nah, bro, yeah, I can't show y'all this stuff I'm doing. No, selfish stuff. Nah, I'm not trying to be all like that, y'all. I'm trying to. When I get it, and I'll figure it out. Got it figured out. Going to the book. All right, it's going straight to the book, and y'all gonna learn how to play it. And like I said, $35 for the hardcover, $20 for the paper cover, and $5 for the ebook. That's that's nothing actually to me. I'm not making a lot of money off of that actually. I mean, I'm not even tripping about money actually. My main thing is my heart is saying, hey, help people who are in need of help, who are struggling a little bit. Or maybe you're not even struggling, you just need some more information. Like me, I need more information. Y'all probably say, what more information do you got, Doc? You got all these cords over here in this box. This is my brand new shoe box, by the way. Uh, and I didn't put this over here. My wife did that. I think she was getting some stuff for me to put on and put my shoe box over here. Matter of fact, I had to put my shoes over there, which I probably saw in the video. I put my shoes over there, and it's supposed to be here in the box, but yeah, she put my shoes over there. It's supposed to be over here in the shoe box, and so yeah, um, let me see. I'm gonna try to do this. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. This is show you proof. I write. These are all my books. Well, not all of them. All right. That's just a small portion. Keep coming what's in the box. And what I'm trying to do, y'all, is you can get overwhelmed. So psychologically, I have to psych myself out by not having these books within my visual range, because then I start feeling overwhelmed. This is all the stuff that I've transcribed from 2024, maybe actually before 2000, before I'm sorry 2020, before '04. I think I might have started this in 2000, but yeah, all this is chords that I've transcribed over the years. That's not all of it. I got another stack over here. Oh, all right. Come on. All right, all this. That's a lot. Wait, that's not all of it. The rest of it, that same amount of stack of books, is in my closet. I had to put them in my closet because I was a bit overwhelmed with so much to do. Yeah. So yeah. Um, Let me see here. Yeah. So I was pretty much overwhelmed by looking at all that. And I'm like, oh my god. So psychologically, say, okay, it's 2025. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be able to get all that done in 2025. Trying to learn all that stuff. Overwhelmed. Triple threat overwhelmed by so much. So I have to um, move it out of my sight and work on the items that I put in the box. All right, that's my goal. For me, musically wise, is to work on stuff like that over a period of time. All right, put my stack back, and then, all right, so put my stack, and I chose. Let me see. I might want to see what happens. Oh man, I might want to. And this will ticks me off sometimes because I'll be like, oh man, oh man, this is some heat in this book. Look, it's falling apart. That's how long I've been writing chords. Long before this guy came along. Because this guy actually been following me for years, he said. And he had been watching me on social media, Facebook and YouTube, for a very long time. And he tried to reach out to say, hey man, since I see you writing, he's doing your stuff, whatever, you might as well just over me and I can get you to start selling my books and stuff. And I'm like, what? I got all kind of stuff, y'all. It just running out of my ears, if you will. Let me see here. Something came to my mind when I popped this book open. Oh my god. Is this a lot? It's a lot, y'all. A lot. Let me see, was it this one? This was my very first book when I say that as far as the book is concerned. Putting chords in this book, my very first one is this basic theory. My very first one. And my second one was this one here. It says, what I put on here? The Good Music Book. That meant I had some dope chords and stuff. Alright? I have some dope chords in this. So those two were my very first books, and then the rest of everybody else kind of fell suit. I've even put names of people who I followed and learned some chords from. And let me see, I call this one my homework. Just, it's just crazy, y'all. I got names on here that I wanted to learn some chords and ideas. I got a name of a person that I was learning from, my instructor, my music teacher, and I wrote a whole book of just a whole book, y'all, a whole book of chords that my instructor was teaching me some stuff. Yeah, this gonna make me go, y'all. I told you, don't make me go back, cause that song said, "Take me back, do 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 do, take me back, all day long." This is some stuff that actually got my playing on the map. Talk music. Ooh. C F E A B C sharp F sharp. 7 chord progression. This is how I used to break it down. And so what it was, I got tired of playing one way, so I said, let me learn how to play something different. As I always tell y'all, if it's something new you should learn how to play, learn to play something new. That's what make your plan progress to the next level. Don't make me do it. I don't know what this was, but if I play these chords, it would probably come to my mind what it was, but I do not remember. But it says top music. I might have it on a audio clip somewhere. But let me see. So let me see. Page 1, A, B, C. So I put a sticker on here to hold the page because it was falling apart. Oh wow. And I broke them up into sections. 7 chord progression. Okay, try to play it, memorize it. When I got it down, lock. Go to my next one. Play another 7 chord progression. Lock in. Let me try a few. Let me try a few right quick. And I probably shouldn't even do it. I'm gonna be stuck in here messing around with this all night. Oh my goodness. I told you if you don't start nothing, it won't be nothing. I'm actually curious. Let me see. I don't know what this is because I don't remember. It's been a while. It's 12 o'clock, so I'm gonna try to spend about maybe 5 minutes just to probably play a few chords. I don't know what the idea was that was with this, but my music teacher was teaching me something. So wasn't teaching me that. Alright, hold on, y'all. Give me a sec. Hold on, let me see. I got some juice on my phone still. Okay, I got a little bit of juice on my phone. So this is how I do it. Now, whether I'm learning something on my own, picking up some idea, or whether somebody showed me something. I told you the Simon Says thing, or I've written chords and chord progression of my own thing, right? So let me see what did my teacher have to say here, because I don't remember what it is. I'm actually curious. Okay, bass line C F to the E A B C sharp. I'm not sure if it's low C sharp. More likely just go low C sharp and then F sharp. Okay. Now, I'm not trying to memorize it right now. I'm going to see if I can actually figure out what's going on. Generally, people say practice with your left hand and then your right hand, or simultaneously at the same time, whatever's clever. So let me see. C. So we're going to play. We need some chords, right?
Show me them chords, bro.
So I'm going to try to play the first 7 chords, one at a time, of course. C. What? Okay, I got a feeling I hear the voicing. I already knew it was going to sound pretty when I did it. Alright, that's the first chord. Second chord, we're going to the F bass. Oh my god. Oh, uh-oh. Hold it. I'm going home. Bye. Good night, y'all. I already know these chords is gonna be dope. I already know this chord progression is gonna be dope. Okay, let me calm down. Hold on, y'all. Okay. This chords I play. All he's doing is move up here. Now, here's watch when I do this. When I give you this E major 7 with a flat 5. If I hit you with the pedals, it's a 7 C7 sharp 9 sharp 5. That's the angle, right? Now we're gonna flavorize it. I'm done. I'm taking it. I'm unplugging the organ right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, remember, I know how to play stuff too, right? Because I figured some ideas out over time. Alright? Over time. Alright, I was trying to get off of here, y'all. And y'all got me still on this thing. Alright, let me smash. I got a few more things on here that may laugh me a little bit. But let me see. So let's go to the first chord again. Chord. Now, remember that chord. Now, I would have played this too. That was the difference is shit. What? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so what we're doing is adding, this is just terminology music I heard you say, add some salt and pepper to the mix. Now still be playing that voice. Now we're going to add some salt and pepper. Then we're going to F. It's still this chord, y'all. But we're going to add some. Take the top note. It's here. Just move the top note. It's going to be here. Now we cluster. Now minor second, chapter number 18, y'all. You have your chapter, which is chapter 8, y'all. You have your major chord, chapter 2. You have your sus2 chord, chapter number 5. What? Yeah, so basically you're just playing around with taking off the top note and creating this. Basically you go into the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You go into the 7 in D flat or C sharp or whatever you want to call it. So instead of me just playing the voicing like this, we throwing some salt and pepper and some salad and or some tomatoes and things of that nature. So you just adding a little bit more into it to give you playing the same chord, but just adding some more. Alright, now you want to E. Let's see. I will voice the E one. We are going to play. This is gonna be wicked. This is gonna be dope. I ain't. Right. These chords, y'all. I call it the 3-finger chord. In the scale, D flat, 1, 2, 3. You just put the 1, 2, 3 in here. And think of it as you kind of almost about to play the D flat major 7 with precision version. The second version. Basically, that's what we're doing. But yes, because of the B flat. I just added an A flat there, so you see what I'm saying? Adding salt and pepper, basically. So yeah. Right then. Hold up. Yeah. Now watch this. Check this out. Now we did this on E bass. I'm gonna hit you with the B. So E to B. Alright, I'm gonna follow the bass line. Here we go again. Alright, now we want an A. Alright, now I already understood the chord movement he's gonna play, alright? But I'm gonna play with, I see, left hand doing this, right hand. I told you what was gonna happen. It's just me doing, this is the major 7 with the flat 5 in the book, y'all. All day. We just doing the cluster, or the minor second. And we have the tritone, chapter 8. Chapter 8, alright? And so you're just playing your this is the same chord I just played here. Alright? The major 7. Alright, and I can take that and go like this. What? It's more than one way to person. Now, I'm going to play these 7 chords and I'm going to get out of the way. Alright, and then the next move. Alright, the next move. Up. Now we're going to B. Now he goes to E flat, the right hand. Let's see what the left hand, the left hand, let's see what the right hand gonna do something crazy. What this is, I just told y'all what it was. It's adding this extra note as a, what? Look. The transpose. I hold that note the whole time. Y'all know that's crazy. Alright, so now normally I probably would say, oh, okay, this is the move. Also, now I would have went that. the G, this is the D, E minor 9, 11 chord. But he's playing this other move, holding this here, but we're gonna half step, half step, half step, half step, and change the voicing. What? Still playing the major 7 move or minor 9 move, major 7 move, 9. And then when we add the other chord, it's an E chord. I'm sorry, D chord mixed with the G chord, right? D chord mixed with the G chord creates a E minor 9, 11 chord. Instead of him doing that, he's raised, half stepping back, half step back, half step back, half step back. He'll give you that voice. Oh man. Now normally I would have played the C sharp bass line. But he's doing it on the C. I'm sorry, with the raise up. And that's the chord I play too, y'all. I played this chord already. See, I love you, I love you, I love you all today. 7, 3, 6. Here we go. There it is. I already played that chord already. Alright, so it's not a unfamiliar chord, right? These chords I play. Alright, and then he went to this this one here. But hovering the let me see, what was I at? A. This one, this is what I'm talking about, my bad. So he's like he did this move here on the A. And then he's gonna go to a B chord. And then he plays this move too. So it's like he went transposing. You know, it's like Alright, so I see him doing that. He's doing, and I know he's transposing. basically without with the cluster, y'all. Without the cluster. All I know he's transposing, which is the major 7 flat 5, major 7 5. That's what he did. Transpose. But he's holding down the cluster or the minor second. So I know where he's going there on the B chord. Now that C sharp chord, I had kind of alluded to it earlier. He's going to sort of play that voicing on the C sharp, that very same chord at the top. But this time we're going to use the A, and is a C sharp minor 9 chord, or D5. Alright, so yeah, I already knew this was gonna be dope. Playing that. So let me see. The last chord, he switches over and goes to F sharp. I kind of knew he was gonna do that. Right. So the next move is gonna be similar to the same chord. The same only difference is this finger is gonna move over to the F. So it's like going here, holding that same chord but changing the bass line. So while I'm on the wrong bass line, C sharp, hang that same thing, and then switch over the pedals to the F sharp. We already know this. From C sharp. So from C sharp to F sharp. To F sharp. The left hand stays the same. I already knew this was gonna be dope. But anyway, so that's the 7th chord progression right there. So if I wanted to study this, it was a talk music. I need to listen to the actual recording to see how the frame of the chords went fast, slow, or laid back, or whatever. And I have no idea what this one is, y'all. Literally, I do not know. But I can make up the movements after I see what's going on the next section, because I break it up and try to figure out, okay, all right, this is what he's doing here, here for these first 7 chord progressions, and then when I go to the second one, then I can start saying, oh, I know what he was up to when he did the first one, but I really don't know. I'm more of a person if I just take the chords and then I'll just revamp them in my own way. So now let's see what we're doing in the next move. I got a feeling he's gonna do something I already know how to do, because I can see it right now. We're playing this minor 9, minor 7 with a flat 5 drop. So the bass line's gonna go. I already see that, the first 4 chords. Here it goes, y'all. And I can see the drop. Y'all probably heard me doing this. And now that I just realized it, oh, I think I know what talk mix this is. Shut up. I think I know which one this is now. Alright, let's see. I see this drop. Oh, I know which one it is. It's on YouTube. Okay. Alright. Now that I see which one it is. Alright, so then so I immediately now realize the bass line going E flat, D, C sharp, D. Okay, then we're gonna go to D. And then we're gonna go to E. We're gonna go to F. Oh, okay. studying to do tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. All right, I think I know what this is. I got a feeling, especially after I just played that little chord movement. I think this is a chord movement that was done um, on the internet. I think this is a video that a musician was playing something, but I had to verify that because the next movement was okay. Now this one started on a D. I don't remember it starting on a D, so this might be just something else or something similar to it because I see runs on here, and the other one did not have runs to it. So this is something similar to a musician doing something on an organ, in the key of E flat, by the way. And so I see some similarities in this writing that I did. Okay, all right, because the drop was that ba ba ba, and I remember the drop going da ba ba, and after you got to the last chord, I didn't do an E in the go to the E to the F. It said told me to go to B flat, but this one said D, C sharp, C, so it's a different drop. That one will be. I'm just imagining it in my head. We have F sharp, so if I'm gonna pedal D. Yeah, this is something different. Alright, C sharp, ba da da. Oh, okay, I see that. Ba da da. And then we go to a C bass, and then we get the tritone, and then we're going up to this C sharp. Oh, this crazy thing. Let's see how I pull this off. A flat, E flat. Yeah. Okay. All right. This is another movement from somewhere else, and then after that is some runs. Okay. So, this is from another video. And I have to try to remember which video this was. But my music teacher was trying to teach me this, and I don't know how many pages this is. Uzi. There's a lot to learn. Let me see. Hold on. That page. This one. I'm just trying to make sure they're all connected to the same thing. Is that the same? Okay. I think it's just these two pages. Because this one says page 1A, 1A, and this one says page 1A. So this is a whole, whatever it was that was taught music. Then my music teacher was teaching me some ideas. What we call it, Simon Says. And then this was a whole nother talk music here, A and B. Yeah, because I have A, B, and C over here. And this is a whole nother section of some chords for the organ. A, B, and C and D. Oh yeah, I know this is about to be turning right. C, E, F, G. Oh my God. H, G. This must be a real long one. I, J, K, L. Okay, K, L, K, L. I think that's where it stopped at. Yeah. L. So there's a whole slew of whatever it was that my music teacher was saying, hey, you learn these chords on the organ, it's gonna take your playing to a whole level. Alright, and these are the kind of chords I'm talking about, y'all. I'm gonna be putting them in the book. So y'all wanna learn them? I got you. Y'all wanna learn these chords, these hot chords? Oh yeah. Yeah. My Mr. Instructor was showing me a whole bunch of stuff. I just never had a chance to do them. Yeah. Yep, y'all, it's about to get turned up. Anyway, so I'm about to put this over here with this collection. Okay. And then this was from this young lady that was showing me how to play some dope chords here. I might even just do this tomorrow, y'all. Just for the heck of it. Whether I memorize how to do it, but some stuff I like to just see, can I do it? And then if I can do it, I might turn on muscle memory and go ahead and just learn to play it. Alright, this is my shoebox, y'all. Not my cap. I'm pulling some chords out the cap. No, I'm pulling them out the shoebox, right? It's about to get turned up. So y'all better keep it on, hang with me. Share with somebody else that this new cat is coming for y'all. All right, y'all have a good night, good morning, and go in here and holler at my honey. I think she's asleep because the TV's just going. And throw some hearts up at y'all. Thank you for hanging in with me tonight. Um, hear my chatter, hear me play some chords here and there. And hey, what's going on? Gilles. Good morning or good afternoon or wherever you're at in the world. Um, thank you for coming by, hanging out, and I'm about to get off of here and go. I'll let the wifey. What happened, y'all? I took a nap about 6 o'clock this evening, so that's why I'm wide awake. Because I had to go take my grandson back home out of town. Actually, yesterday, get my wife from out of town and my grandson out of town, bring him back home. And then today, my wife was like, okay, well, we got to travel again. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, grandson got to go home. I'm like, oh, man, for real? Yeah, he got to go home. So we got up early this morning, dropped him off, got stuck in traffic trying to come back home. It was just ridiculous. I don't know why. Sacramento highway is just a mess. So we had to take the back way to come home. So that was a whole lot faster, but still, I was like, oh my god. So then by the time I got home, I was pretty tired doing all that driving and being up early that morning. So yeah, I took my nap around about 6:30, and that kind of reason why I'm still awake. All right, but I'm nowhere possibly sleeping at this point, but I'm gonna go ahead and holler at the wife and wake her up. Maybe she's still asleep. All right, but thank you guys for coming in, hanging out with me once again. Grab your copy, Play by Sight, and I'll drop again the website, my website, where you can pick up your copy of your own book, and spread the word. Share with someone out there who want to learn how to play. Share with them and send them the link to my website. How do I get back to it? Ooh, snap. Okay, here we go. And I'm gonna put my website name back here again. Bye y'all. Oh, hey, there you go. Play. Oops. My Play by Sight, my brand new book. All right. Play by Sight. And normally when I practice, I like to practice when I'm alone, when I'm home by myself. But sometimes when my wife is home, she'll be like, oh, they're going to do this, going to do that. Bruh, why you didn't just bother me when I wasn't busy? Why y'all ladies be doing that? Oh, my. Yeah, you want to do it? No, I don't want to do that. I'm ain't here practicing. All right, so I'm going to drop you guys my link again. Play by Sight. My website, Bishop Drexler Clark, hotchords.info. You can get the digital download as well as on my same website. Next to it, you'll see another part. This is buy from Amazon. You can get the paper cover and you can get the hardcover. Y'all can obviously see I got both, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So thank you guys. Love y'all. Ooh, did it not go? Oh, there it is. Thank you for hanging out, as I keep saying, and the rest of these other chords that I have in here, in my original thick book here over here, it's already in my library of chords, in my book over here, my electronic book. So whatever's over here is already over here. Whatever is not there will be on its way. My editor is still producing the chords. So this is my newest color right here for my next book that I'm writing now, which I've already started over here. The chords that I originally already had over here in my project over here, I've already put them over here. I just don't know how to change the color scheme. So I'm gonna have my editor do that for me. And those are a few pages that I already dropped chords already in here. I'm already halfway done with the second book. I just gotta delete some more stuff on here that's from this previous book. And here's my newest stuff already in the book. Um, and then I'm waiting for the rest of it to come through, drop it in my book, and then I'm gonna be publishing this next book. I'm not sure what the time frame is. I need to talk to my editor to see how quickly we can get this finished. But the original editor, when I say original editor, who did my books, was saying wait about 2 months or so to produce the next book. And so I don't want to say I'm in a hurry, and then I don't want to say I'm not in a hurry, but I do want y'all to have these chords. So can I just say I'm in a hurry? I'm in a little bit of a hurry, because I do want y'all to have these chords, because I don't want to end up getting sick again, something happens or whatever, and I can't get the book out. I really have a desire to get these chords out and get these books out to you guys so that you guys can have your own chord library of chords. And that's why I mentioned earlier, it's no different from any of us buying books from any other places that we buy books. I bought this one and this one and this one and this one and uh, the other one that I was telling you about, the guy that I was supposed to be working with back in 22, that didn't work out. That deal didn't work out. It wasn't cool. So God allowed me to create my own books finally. And that was with the encouragement of the other guy, because when he didn't want to work with me, then everybody else was like, dude, leave him alone, take the middleman out, and build your own book by yourself. So I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So I start generating my own chords and chord progressions, dropped it in my own library. Um, but it's my recommendation for any beginner musician. This is pretty. Don't get me wrong. It's beautiful. I would say this number one for sure, without a doubt. Um, because this chord book is going to give you all of the chords, or if not most of the majority of types of chords that musicians are playing, and inversions. Can't beat that. And just know you need to learn to do them in both hands, left and right. Okay, I'm gonna put these other books away. Put them away. Put them away. And this one here, where did I do with it? Oh, the other one that I said it was from the other guy. I'm gonna create a bonfire for that and burn it. um, but yes, my recommendation to get this book, because it's gonna give you both. Um, I'm telling you to play both hands. It doesn't tell you in the book to say, hey, learn how to play this with left hand and right hand. I'm telling you, learn it with left hand and right hand. It's gonna give you all these chords, and I'm gonna play by sight. It's gonna do the same thing as this book, right? But exception is in chapter 9. That's when y'all gonna get the heat. You gonna get the left hand doing something and the right hand doing something different. All right, so you can sound like the pros. All right, that's what y'all gonna get. All right, that's what I recommend for a beginner musician. And if you intermediate level musician, and I don't even know what that level is and what that's talking about, but whatever area you at, get the book if you feel that this book here is going to help you with all the chords that you can think of or never can think of, actually, because you don't know. I didn't even know it myself, all right, at one point. But I've learned to play these chords already without this book, obviously. By me sitting all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, all day, every day, every day, all day, every day on a keyboard, on organ, and start establishing chords. So what's in my head, in my mind, in my spirit, going straight to the book and not gonna charge you a whole bunch of money for the book. This book actually cost me more, but this is crazy. That's what I said this. But anyway, this book cost me more money to get this book, my hardcover, $35. My cover, $20. This book cost more than these two books together. What? What? Yeah, it cost me more. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit ticked off once I opened it up and looked at it and it said, this stuff I already know how to do. I thought it was gonna be something like, left hand doing something different, right hand gonna be doing something different. Cause that was what my, look when I say the piano chords. I'm thinking, oh cool. I'm gonna get some left hand doing something, right hand doing something different. No. Now, I'm gonna tell you some of the secret to the madness stuff. I can still take this book, right? And find something different to do with any given one of these chords, with the left hand and the right hand though. But who wants to take the time doing that? That's my thing. Who wants to actually sit here and say, okay, cool. Let me take you out. Let me take you out. I want to play an E flat major chord. Wow. Root position. Alright. Okay. What hand do I want to put that? Do I want to have that in my left hand or do I want to have it in my right hand? Oh my god. Really? Okay. Let me see. Let me see. What other page can I go to? I'm being realistic, y'all. Who really wanted to sit here and do that? Okay, well, E flat, that's a root position. Okay, so this is over here on page 54. Okay, 54. Hold on, let me just crank this up a little bit right quick. Hold on. So I can remember to go back to this page. Hold on. Alright, so 54, I got an E flat major chord root position. Oh man, okay, so I can put that in my left hand. I'm just being creative, y'all. I'm just telling you, I can do this without even doing anything else. That's me. Everybody may be able to figure this out or want to waste their energy doing this, but I can sit here and create a chord progression or a chord in general. All right, so I got an E flat major chord. So what could I do with that? Should I put that in my right hand? Or should I put that in my left hand? But it all depends on what I see in this book. So if I go flip through some pages here, I gotta remember E flat, and I'm just trying to figure out what hand I want to use the next chord movement. So if I was playing E flat, I'm playing E flat. Okay, I'm playing right hand. Oh, okay. Hold up, I got it, y'all. Hold up. I just literally got I got a revelation. Um, so what key is this one in? I'm trying to go to. This is the D major 9. Where's E flat major 9 at? Where's the E flat major 9? I see D major 9. See, so where's E flat major 9, D flat major 9, D flat major 9? I'm looking for E flat major 9. Where's E flat major 9 in here? Yeah, follow what I'm doing? Hold on, wait a minute. Where? That's D major 7. Where's D major 9 at? D major 7. D flat major 9. Uh-oh, I'm getting close. So if that's D flat major 9, I'm gonna eventually run into an E flat major 9 somewhere. E flat major 9. Oh my god, where's E flat major 9? Oh my god, because I'm thinking E flat major 9, E flat major 7, E flat major 9 or E flat major 7. But my brain said E flat major 7. Either one, whatever one comes first, y'all. So I'm looking for an E flat major 7, and I want to know what that look like. E flat major. Oh my god. Oh, you know what? It would have been easier. You just go to the contents. I'm gonna go to the contents. Duh. Alright, so I'm looking for an E flat major 9. So we have an E flat major chord. What page is E flat major 9 gonna be on? Okay, so we have our we have our major chord. Okay, hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Give me a minute. Hold on. This is if you want to put the time into it. Now, however, guess what? I could have just said E flat double up, but okay, that makes no sense. I mean, it is a chord, y'all. What page is the major 7 chords in? Major 7 or the major 9? Okay. G. It didn't tell me. Oh, hold on. Okay, major 7. B flat major 7. Okay, that's like 128. Hold on. E flat. Okay, I'm in the B's. Hold on, I'm in the B's, y'all. My bad. Maybe I need to go to the E's. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So, what page is that on? 58. 58 is the root position of the E flat major 7. See, if y'all are a beginner musician, you wouldn't know that. If you might be an intermediate level musician, you might kind of sort of know this. So I'm going to the contents, and I'm looking for the E flat major root position, page 58. Well, what about the 59? E flat. Is there an E flat 59? E flat major 9 in here? I see the 7 for sure. So I know it's on page 58. Oh, there it is right there. Right here, page 61. All right, here we go, y'all. Okay, so that E flat thing, I folded it up. What I said was 58, y'all. So let's go back to 54. So I got 54 right here. All right, and it said page 61. I want to go to 61. Let's go to 61. Actually, 58 as well. 58 should take me to the E flat major 7 chord. What? All right, so it's kind of folded in here like this. I'll turn the organ off, but anyway, so I'll see how to make my E flat major 7, E flat 1. You're playing the 2 finger, the 2, or when they say the 2, it's saying the second chord, the first note, second note, the third note, and the 5th note. Oh, and then on page 54, it's gonna show you the fingering on what. Not the finger, but just the fingering too. But it's telling you that you playing that 1 note and your 2 note and your 3rd note. Oh, and so basically I have an E flat major 7 chord. Yeah, E flat major 7. I just have a top note at the, the E flat at the top. It's just giving me voicing of the E flat on the bottom, but it's just voicing. But it's still a E flat major 7 chord. Oh, and even if I put the D here, it's just double up. E flat major 7, double up, which is also played by sight in chapter number 4. What? And chapter 2 is my major chord, double up E flat. Chapter 2. Chapter 4 is our major 7, double up. It's already in the book, is what I'm trying to get at. In other words, what I'm trying to say to y'all, I was trying to fast track y'all quickly with my methodology, if you will. But if you want to, you can still purchase this book and sit here and figure out how you can play mixed match chord. Now, technically, that wasn't a mixed match chord. Let's create a mixed match chord real quick. And this is without me even playing any chords. I'm just thinking outside the box, so to speak. So what do I want to make? I'm going to go to the comments and say, let me just go on over here. I already know the chord I want to go to, but I'm going to go ahead and use the contents, right? I want to use a minor chord, all right? So I have to look for a minor process. So I'm going to look on the tables of contents and see where I can locate my minor chords, all right? Of course, this is all a major move. And bam, there's my minor chord, C minor. Ah, there it is right there. All right, so root position is a C minor chord. So that's page 24. All right. I can create chord progression just from this book alone all day. All day. All right, so I have found my C minor 9, C minor chord, but it's done in inversion. All right, so he did the C major chord, root position, first inversion, and I think we go over here. Hold on, how he doing this? Root position, first inversion. Where's our second inversion drop down to? Oh, second inversion down here. All right, so he's got it all in here. Same scenario I'm doing in my second book. Well, it's also in this book too as well, but it's double up. Right. Just get to the chord I'm trying to go to. So here's my C minor 9. My C minor 9. I'm trying to give you all away what I'm about to do. I want to play my C minor chord. Okay? Alright, so boom. It tells me what notes to play. Right? My 1, 3, and 5. 1 flat 3, 5. Alright, cool. Now that I got that down, I want to play a major chord of some type. So that would probably take me to right where I'm at actually. I'm in the major chord area. So we're in the C's now. I want to go to B flat. Alright. Now I told you the easy way is to just go through the through the conjuncts, but this is in alphabetical order. So I would have assumed B should have been real close by. I assumed that it should be close by. I want to go to the B's. Alright, but I'm not seeing the B's right off. Alright, okay, fine. So let me go over here to the tables of contents once again. I'm going to find B flat major. Alright, so I see C major, D flat major. Okay. Where's D major at? Because I'm trying to do the chromatic move. Where's D major? I don't see it. Hold on. C major, minor, D major, D flat major. Okay. That went half step up. Where's D major at? Ooh. 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 Where's D major at, y'all? Uh-oh. Where's D major at? Where's D major at? Alright, maybe it's on this page. Okay, here we go. Alright, so we have D major. Okay, cool. So I guess it's sort of in order. But shoot, crap. What happened to B? Oh, we're not in B yet. So this is doing chromatic. Okay, I got it. Alright, so we got E, we got F. Okay, we got A flat. And we got A gives B flat. Alright, here we go. There we go. Got B flat. Alright, page 124. Okay, I forgot what page my minor chord was, but whatever page my minor chord was on page minor chord is on 24. Okay? Alright, so I go to 24, we find my minor chord. My C minor chord that I circle. Bow! Okay, I already know how to play it. And then we went to key of B flat, already toward the end of the book. So they did the chromatic move. Chromatic move is C, D flat, D flat. I'm sorry, C sharp and D flat, D, E flat or D sharp, and E, F sharp and G flat. The way they're doing it now is saying C, D flat, D, E flat. Alright? E, F sharp. Nobody would say G flat, but I saw so far, if my memory serves me correctly, I saw F sharp. Okay? F sharp, G, A flat, A, B flat, and B. So that's how they're doing it chromatically. And guess what? My book did the same thing. Okay. Alright, so I see a B flat that's going to be on page 124. Right. Now, I'm trying to help y'all out by not having to do all this to get where you're trying to go. But, yeah, I'm trying to fast track you guys. So 124, wow, where's my B flat chord? Right there. Right? And it's got root position, first inversion, and second inversion. Oh. Alright, so now I have now created a chord. Chord number 1. And what's the name of this chord? What's the name of that chord I just played? Is it in the book? Let's find it. All right. What's the name of that chord I just played? So let's go look and see if I find that chord. All right. Um, will we find it or will we not? Let's find out. All right. So that chord is supposed to be a C minor 9 11 chord. All right. So I'm gonna see if we have a C minor 9 11 chord in here, and I promise you, it's not gonna be what I just played. But we're gonna look for it. We're gonna look for it. All right. So I'm in the C's right now. We have the major. We have the 5. We have the sus2. Okay. We have the suspended chord. Okay. We have the augmented chord. Okay. Play by side. We have the diminished chord. He does partial diminished. I do the whole diminished. I think he does diminished sevens too. Okay. Thumbs up. All right. We have the C7 chord. I call it the dominant chord. Thumbs up. Inversion. Okay. The major 7 chord. Yep. Root position, first version, second version, third inversion in the book. In play by side. All right. Let me see here. We have, it's called the minor 7 chord. All right. We already know what the minor 7 chord. I kind of alluded a little bit to it, but that's the minor chord, and that's the minor 7, the 7, flat the 7. So, okay. All right. We're looking for the chord I just created, right? And I want to see if it's in the book. So we have C major 9. We have the C9. C9 is your major chord. It could be played in so many different ways. So you have your C major chord, and remember that flat 7, and then you're gonna add the 2 we call the 9, and it can be played this way. All right, with the C on the bottom. All right. That is a C9 chord, and that can be addressed in so many ways. Okay. All right. So I am looking, and it's done in all inversions. Yo, I don't see the chord I'm looking for. Oh my God, the chord is not in here. I'm gonna go back to this other page of the context. And I'm like, okay, hold on. What am I looking at? What am I dealing with this book? I kind of already told y'all what we were dealing with. We're just dealing with a library of just chords that you can do in your left hand and your right hand, but you're not going to get the actual chords that you need to learn to know how to do a different chord in the left hand and a different chord in the right hand. You're not going to get that in this book. I can create the idea by using this book all day. So that's why I went back to the contents and said, wait a minute, what am I dealing with? And it's going to tell you straight up the chords. Right? The chords. But it ain't going to tell you what type of chords that you need to learn. That's it. You're just going to get chords. Right? So that answered my question already from the gate. And I'm like, well, what type of the chords are we dealing with? Well, the chords is, yes, chord names. Chord names, yes. But you're not going to get the actual type of chords that I just created. 2 different chords, a minor chord and a major chord. You ain't going to get that in this book. Alright. They're not going to cover that in this book. I'm looking. I went through the whole C thing. And the whole D flat is the same thing as this one. D flat and C and D, they're all the same. Everything is the same. All 12 keys. All 12 keys. Alright? That's what's going on. I don't need to go through the rest of this book because now I understood what's going on. So I had to make sure beginning musicians understand that, and intermediate level musicians and us advanced musicians to understand what's going on in this book. In this book is, yes, you're going to get your categories of books in all 12 keys, but you're not going to get name chords for, left hand doing something different and right hand doing something different. Not going to happen. Couldn't find it. I proved my point, but I still say recommendation, get this book so you can at least get these chords underneath your fingertips, so you can be able to play them in both hands, right? Then play by sight. We gonna come in chapter 9, and we gonna hit you with the heavy. Ooh, I went right to chapter 9. Did y'all see that? The first. Shut up, Bishop Traster. I went straight to chapter 9. I'm not playing. Chapter 9, straight up. That's when we get into 2 different hand chords. That's when you're gonna start sounding like the pros. Period. it's who is this, what used to say this to me? Period. And that's it. Period, bruh. Alright, period, sis. Y'all gonna get pure straight up chords, left hand, right hand doing something different. But as I said, it's a recommendation. Get that book so you can learn all of the chords to do them left hand, right hand, and then play by sight. It's gonna start to click to you to make sense. But like I said, I can take this book and create chords from this book over here and put it in my book. But that's just too much work. Well, I'm not gonna waste my energy doing that. You know why? Because I already know how to play stuff already. Whatever's in that book, I've already written in all this stuff over here. Already here. I didn't know nothing about this book. This book didn't come out until what year? And I said I've been writing since 2004. Or a little bit before 04. What year does it say what year this book came out? Because I don't. Oh, wait a minute. It should say it in the copyright part. Wherever that is located at. Where is that located? Let me see. Where is it? His copyright thing at? That will tell me what year. So he did this in 2012. 2012. Copyright 2012. 2012. I've been doing this way back. Already way back. Alright. Giving left hand, right hand chords. Alright, so now for real, I'm gonna go off. I think my phone is probably gonna die. Or if it had already went dead, let me check and see if y'all still here, still with me. I'm just baffling off at it. Charge this thing up. Alright, so I'm about to clock out of here. I'm turning everything off already. Oh, y'all still hanging with me? Woo, woo. Y'all is some serious troopers. Oh my goodness. Show the love. Oh my goodness. So yes, I'm gonna get off of here. And let me hit y'all with some loves right here, some hearts. And again, thank you. So get your copy. Like I said, I'm already on this tidal wave. I'm on the tsunami wave right now. I'm on a serious wave. I'm riding it right now. I'm riding it. Riding high. Riding high, riding deep. So grab your cup, y'all, and start learning how to play these chords. And like I said, if you want to add this book with it, right? But like I said, I can take this book and create chord progressions from this book alone. Yeah. But the thing is, this book is not going to tell you the chords that you're creating, unfortunately. But yeah, that's why I say it's cool to have this book if you're a beginner. But some of y'all probably is gonna say, "What's the point of me buying that book when you're gonna create the left hand and right hand chords anyways?" I know. I'm just trying to be fair. You're gonna get this cheap. My book is cheaper than this book. That's what got me kind of a little bit ticked off, but I still bought it because I still like what was in it, the contents in it. But yeah, this book costs more than these two of my books together. So yeah, so he produced his book in 2012. But I've been writing books, like I said, or writing chords way back in 04, and now I'm just finally getting it out 2025 and all that good stuff. So everyone have a wonderful night, and check out my website and check out Play by Sight and share the link with other people who want to learn how to play and come up in there playing. catch on with me on this wave, because I'm my second book, I'm already halfway there, finishing it up, and my third book, I just sort of started the first couple pages. But it won't be very hard to do, because all I have to do is think of the progressions that musicians are playing: the 6, the 5, the 4, the 1, or you can go to 6-5. Let's see, 6-5-4-1, or you can go 6-5-2-4-1. You know, you can do your 1-7-6-5-4-3-2. It's all kind of chord progressions, movements that you can do, but I've already started my my other third book too as well. As it's buffing again. Let's see. So that's my second book right here. Yeah, that's the second book I'm working on. All right, and I'm already halfway with that. And how do I go to the my second book? Come on, hurry up! I ain't got all day. I'm trying to go to my second book. So I got this computer, that computer, and that's gonna speed stuff up. And then this is it. And then this is my second book. Hold on. Is it? This is it? Yeah. Oh, I got 2 pages in. Started 2 pages. It's still buffering. Yep. Hey, come on. Hey. Here it is. How many pages I got? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I got up to 3 pages so far. Right. So that's gonna be on my third book. And that is chord progressions that I was creating to do. And they're not gonna be no baby chord progressions, I should say. They're gonna be advanced level chords, because I want the beginners to catch up and keep up and be up with us. So yeah, these is gonna be the dope chords, chord progressions. So the other books are libraries of chords, and this is gonna be the chord progressions. And I know I keep reminding myself to say this, but I'm like, what's the point of me creating chord progression books when I'm actually creating a bunch of hot chords that I'm taking from chord progressions and placing it into a library of books and doing them in all 12 keys. Doing them in all 12 keys. That way, y'all can be able to play in all 12 keys, learn all your chords in all 12 keys. So I'm still baffling with this chord progression book, but I'm gonna do it. I started it already. Y'all probably heard me say, if you don't start nothing, it won't be done. So I already started. I got 3 pages already started with that. So glory to God. All right, y'all. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, and y'all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch y'all later. And I'm gonna get in here and say, hang out with my honey if she's not already asleep. Deuces. Ooh, my battery on my phone about to die. All right. Play by sight. Play by sight, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's real beautiful. Oh my God. Top #1 book, Amazon, of the month of June. Top #1. Best, hottest book, Amazon. Got the minor chords, double up. And just common sense that, you know, when you want to create chords from just chapter 2 through chapter 8, you just take the one hand off. You got your 2 chords, right? Your suspended chords, that's 4. And then we go to the 7/4 chord. Everything is in all 12 keys. What? Yes. Okay. And then we get to chapter 9. It's chapter 8 over here with my tritones. All right. Look at that, man. Look at that. Chapter 8. Oh my God. Get the book. I promise y'all, I'm taking this to a whole nother level. All right. Chapter 9, we smashing on the major nines. All right. And my phone is about to go dead. The minor 9. All right. The minor 9/11. The minor 13/9 sharp 11. We have the diminished 7 with the flat 13. Yes. Get your copy. I'm surprised that thing hasn't fallen down on my head yet. It's barely hanging from the wall. I gotta get the thing fixed. Actually, I bought an apparatus, matter of fact, right here. I got a camera right there. And my wife bought me this. But I got it standing on a microphone stand. But I'm surprised this crazy thing hasn't fallen down and bust me in the head. Hanging from the wall. It's where I had this hanging clamped to that right here. All right. Y'all have a good one. And I catch y'all on the next rebound. When you're on next? Probably tomorrow. More than likely I'll be back on tomorrow, Junior. All right. My back is a little sore sitting on this bench here and this on the organ here. So I gotta stand up and stretch out. Ooh. Sitting too long. Yeah, so I'll be back on. Oh, y'all see my list of stuff back here. This is my list of songs that I'm supposed to been learning. Also, I have a blackboard over here, the same thing. I'm behind, y'all. I've been sick, so I gotta play catch up. So yes, I'll be back on tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Peace and love and cornbread.